arrival of Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Eno ana a down screens no so no bass no ana enya apie free kwan mu a enei omo hwe ni mu se bibia be kama ede amomo e wo hono ma nya asem ketwa ahead of the big game. Ene empire ebedwa empire, yes, ebedwa e wo fie ase sign say crop bia Kumasi Asante Kotoko super clash enei wonom ahye house papa house fo ne hwe ni mu se wonom ebe redeem omo ho na chese bibia enso so etimi aye kamanti no Kotoko team bass no eno ana atrese ababe piem ewo ase a enei ye twa mfonyini ede amamo live on Brighto television enei o hwe the way fans ni see him Frank ana na atrese anu atene pa sintino fantabulous Kumasi Asante Kotoko bass no ana atrese enya apiem no enye asem keto akra ene empire ebedwa efiewura ntu a masa kremo pa ana atrese ebetu o ase enya asem keto ntino crop bia Kumasi Asante Kotoko team no yes wonom enya atache dan Kotoko bass ne de so enti ade obie wonsam ba the chief driver no hwe how I was maintain bass na chese baba ebo adwuma yemo na baso ntino eno e de tie no na fe na bass no majestically nei en number ku esa bass no boy din o so twiri kakra nya sa to chema wa so betimi aye ntino eno e de tie no to ga enya ma live on Brighto television. That's why any as a people no no problem Kumasi Asante Kotoko boys no yes e dey bass no enya ba be team bass no enya ba be team e wo asia enye as
when it rains or when even it's cloudy it tells you hearts of folk and hearts of folk is playing that day, it tells you everything is done. You know what I'm saying? So for me today, since in the afternoon it drizzled. Joel, what again? That's what I'm saying. So Kotoko, at least looking at the performance. Statistician will tell us. Looking at the performance throughout this top four, at least how the House of Work is ahead. That's what I'm saying. House of Work is ahead. And look at the performance of Kotoko. It tells you they are below standard. And for me, when they are lying, they deserve it. You know what I'm saying? Their performance gave them that kind of position. So for me, I don't see where they should arrive from that position and come and cause any damage.
But I think they were coming from South Africa. Yes. They were coming from trophies they've won and everything. So one would say obviously that they were also favorites to have won.
But
Joe, right? We shouldn't be deceived by the South African trip.
Exactly.
Because looking at even the performance that we put up at South Africa wasn't that impressive for us to conclude on the team is okay, the team is gelling or something. Because I quite remember I was doing an interview where I
Okay, Eric, I think we need to go over to the Legon Stadium now. Monica is speaking with the coaches. When she's done, we'll come back and then continue our analysis here.
Up against Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Normally, despite every game you have played, it always comes up as a super clash. How prepared are you and your team?
As usual, we try to deload players, and then we try to put players who really have good legs to go, and then we try to take players who have lost their legs and in terms of their loads. And so, yeah, I think the challenges that we are facing, they also are facing same challenges. It's not the best period, but we are built to play, and so we are ready to play.
What changes have you made in your squad today?
Yeah, of course, the changes were just based on the loading, to deload players, to reduce, the element of load, and in reducing their times, and then so that we can have a period where we can stay in the game.
Does the pressure from playing this rivalry game brings you motivation or kind of puts you in a contention?
No, I think the most important thing is that it's a good feature to have this preseason outings, but sometimes just the timing of it that is so important. You need to hit your peak and then begin to go into it. Even in the early weeks of the season, you are still in the early preseason. So we have to integrate and adapt to this.
Any key players you are banking on today?
I think that we're banking on our team. We have a team, and so we're playing with a team. not necessarily to think about the individual, but we're thinking about the team.
Your word to Accra Hearts of Folk fans, the Phobians, they're already in the stadium chanting and waiting to see the game.
Absolutely, they know we love them much, and then I will continue to say that phobia.
All right, we wish you all the very best. That is Masoud Didi Dramani, coach of Accra Hearts of Folk, ready to battle out with Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Each team will be looking out for a win, but let me speak to assistant coach of Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, madam.
How is it going for Kumasi Asante Kotoko?
Yeah, we are taking everything easy, relaxing, and then make sure we get a job done.
Now, you have lost all 2 games initially in this tournament. You are coming up against Accra Hearts of Folk. Many will think that this is a super clash and no more the Galka top 4 we are seeing. Is that rivalry going to be at stake today?
Yeah, you know, since my infancy, it's always been like that, and nothing's going to change it. Today, we are out here ready to play them and then make sure we win this game.
Any changes you have made in your squad this evening?
Yeah, I think we made a lot of them. According to the last game that we played, the squad we brought out is a totally different one today. So we did a lot of them.
We are looking forward to see a better game, but any key players you have targeted in today's game?
From Hearts of Folk or?
From Hearts of Folk, of course.
Yeah, they are a good side too as well. So we got to battle ourselves and see who will win again. We're not going to target anybody.
Have you fine-tuned your squad because it's been kind of challenging for you in all 2 games?
Yeah, it's you know, we are now in our preseason time. You know, we are not in a rush or maybe a panicking way that we've lost 2 games. No, we still have it. We're going to play today.
Fabulous. They are waiting and looking forward to a win today, even if not for anything against Accra Hearts of Folk. What do you have to tell Fabulous fans?
Yeah, I just want to let them know that we are here for the battle. We're not just going to give it up as we did the past 2 games. We're trying to win the game to make keep our hopes high, and then it's to motivate us ourselves to our African Cup competition that we're going to have as well.
Wish you all the very best.
Thank you.
All right, so Kumasi Asante Kotoko is ready to battle it out with the Accra Hearts of Folk. We are looking forward to a good game here on GH1 TV, Ago TV, Kasapa, Star FM, and across all EIB network platforms. So you stick and stay with us at 6 p.m. We bring you the very best coverage when it comes to this game, Galka Top 4 2025.
All right, thank you so much, Monica Bukari there with the coaches on the pitch side giving you all that you needed to hear. You heard from assistant coach Prince also. I'm sure a lot of people were expecting to hear from Coach Zito, but then I'm sure there's a few things going on there.
That's why.
He's panicking. Let's now go over to the man himself. Now he's giving us the tactical board. I think we need to learn a thing or two from Mo Shaban from the taxis. I've got the under-19 national coach here also. That is in the person of Eric Bequin. So coming to the tactical board with the statistician. Guys, get your pen, get your book, get everything ready. Mo, take us away.
Yeah, so we expect a big game, a difficult encounter between Hearts of Folk and Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Well, I listened to legend Yauman Kwamiriku. He left his file in the car, but this is it. The last time Hearts of Folk recorded a victory against Kotoko was way back in the 2022-23 season, second leg, when Hearts of Folk won 1-0 at Accra Sports Stadium. In 2023-24 season, Kotoko won back-to-back against Hearts of Folk, and that was when Stephen Mukwala DC was scoring brace back-to-back. Then the following season, which was last season, 2024-25, Kotoko won the first leg. The second leg ended in a draw. Last season, Kotoko won the Democracy Cup against Hearts of Folk. Then again, this season, Kotoko won another cup against Hearts of Folk, and that is the President's Cup here at Accra Sports Stadium. So the dominance started from the 2023-2024 season. And so if you are doing the league analysis from 2023-24 back-to-back 4 seasons or 4 matches in the Premier League, Kotoko have won 3, 1 has ended in a draw. Then in the Democracy Cup, Kotoko won it. It makes it 4 wins against Hearts of Folk with 1 draw. Then the President's Cup, Kotoko won. It makes it 5 wins against Hearts of Folk with 1 ending in a draw. So 6 matches, 5 wins for Kotoko, 1 draw since the 2023-24 season. That is the dominance of the Porcupines against Hearts of Folk. But one may ask, for me, as a statistician, I never thought that Hearts and Kotoko would be playing at the University of Ghana Stadium. But of course, in the Greater Accra, it's the third time a different venue in the Greater Accra is hosting Heart of Oak and Kotoko, from the Accra Sports Stadium to Elwak, and now at the University of Ghana Stadium. For the first time, Kotoko and Heart of Oak are playing at the University of Ghana Stadium. But there's an interesting stat I want to share with you, and that is, I'm sure you may start guessing now. Since Kumasi Asante Kotoko started playing at the University of Ghana Stadium, they have either won 2-1 or lost 2-1 at the venue, and that was against Legon Cities last season. It ended 2-1. They won again 2-1 against Golden Cake at the same venue. Then Cup, right? In the GACA Top 4, they lost 2-1 against Gosa. So most often the results between Kotoko, often it's either 2-1, and the possibility of Kotoko scoring is high. Again, if we are looking at Kotoko scoring and conceding very high at the Legon Stadium, let's look at Coach Didi Dramani's record as well. Didi at the as Heart of Oak head coach has scored in each of the matches played, and when he lost to Kotoko 2-1 to the GACA Top 4, he scored in every match. So possibility again, Heart of Oak getting a goal is likely about 80% chance, and then Kotoko also scoring and conceding is about plus 50%. So it makes the game difficult. Now we are looking at what we should expect here. We know that both sides in the history of the GACA Top have won it 3 times, and so they are doing well. If you go to the history of the Premier League since 2000, Heart of Oak have won 7, Kotoko have won 7, and so in terms of cup history in the past few years, it's been a battle between both sides. And so we are looking at Coach Abdul Karim Zito, Masudi Dramani. Both sides have never won the competition before, and they are meeting again in the first time in the GACA Top 4. And Kotoko, since 2003, of course, they've had the dominance in the GACA Top 4. And if you look at their performance against Heart of Oak, and again in the history of the competition, in terms of performance, Kotoko is up there, where since 2003 they've managed a lot of victories against Heart of Oak, winning 4 times, Heart of Oak winning 2 times, and then 4 ending in a draw. So 10 matches played between both sides in the GACA Top 4 since 2003. Heart of Oak have won twice, Kotoko have won 4 times, and 4 times ending in a draw. You go back to 1977, and then in the 80s as well. If you add those 2 matches to it, Kotoko have won 5 times, Heart of Oak have won 3 times, 4 has ended in a draw. So we look at it in a very difficult manner. This is a drawing board for both sides. Heart of Oak are going with a 3-back system. And the 3-back system, they have Ali Mohammed, who signed for them from Vision FC. Then they have David Oponafrani. He's a former player of Team Faisal Dubai. He's been with Heart of Oak for some time now. And Kevin Osesibe, who also at a point played for Techiman 11 Wonders. So the 3 centre-backs would be there for Heart of Oak. And so it means that their right back will move here. So we have Amankwa here, and so if Amankwa Bifi is moving, I remember, so we have former right back here and the new right back, Yao Amankwa Bifi, who is a legend with us in the studio. Then we have another right back who is being deployed as a right wing back today, and so that is it. So the left back will move here, so pave way. And if you look at Heart of Oak setup, it means that one player would have to drop to the back, then makes it 3 back. So when we get a 3-back system, it makes it more now difficult for both sides. But of course, it is going to be difficult to encounter because Kotoko are going with the 3 attackers, obviously. And the 3 attackers, Kwame Poku would be the center forward for the team, Albert Amoa. And for the first time, we have one player also starting some matches we've not seen him. That is Saka Dauda. And so Saka Dauda would be in the attack for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Saka Dauda will be joining the Kotoko attack. And then we have 3 for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Then Heart of Oak playing the 3-back system. Then the 2 wing backs will come here. Then we have a space for Kotoko. So Saka Dauda from the left side, Albert Amo from the right, and then Kwame Poku as a center forward. This would be the Kotoko attackers against Heart of Oak. But it looks like Heart of Oak will rely on Martin Kakari, and then if you have Martin Kakari as a striker, Martin Kakari, and then Frank Ebuladuku, who joined Heart of Oak from Vision FC. So Kakari would be here as he'll be playing alongside Frank Ebuladuku. And one of the things I'm looking up to is the midfield battle. The midfield battle will be very difficult. I want to see how Abdul Karim and then Philip Amu are going to battle in the midfield. And Lord Hilary Adabo will be deployed as a defensive midfielder. Lord will be played as a defensive midfielder. He signed from FC Samatex for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Then Hearts of Oak will have one defensive midfielder, that is Abdul Karim. So this is likely the stats or on the board how the teams will be deployed. But for Hearts of Oak, if Buraduku will be leading the attack for them, then Martin Kakari will be here. Then the Kotoko will have Emmanuel Entry as well, and Entry would have a lot of role to play to distribute the passes to the strikers. He has to do the final job for the strikers. So Abetamo, Kwame Poku, Sakadada, if they will be having more chances to score, then Emmanuel Entry would have a lot of role to play. And for her to focus in, we have a lot of job to do. So we have like for like starters for Hearts and Kotoko. If you talk about Abdul Karim as a defensive midfielder, you talk about Lord Hilary Adabo, you talk about Emmanuel Entry, you talk about Hussein Mohammed, and that makes the game a difficult one. Let me finally end with the two shot stoppers. Mohamed Kamara is back in post for Kumasi Asante Kotoko, and Benjamin Asare is in for Hearts of Oak. These shot stoppers have given us the best in the Premier League last season. We look at Deb in the Gaka Top 4, and interestingly, both sides have played, 1-1 matches each, because Kamara was used in one of the matches, then the next goalkeeper was also used in other games. Then Benjamin Asari played the last game, where Sharif Schweib also had the opportunity to play for the side. It looks like this starting 11 is the potential Premier League starters. Yeah, I'm sure both sides, both coaches, Abdul Karim Zito and then Didi Dramani, will not gamble with their starting 11.
Exactly. All right, not gambling with their statics. Thank you so much. So I'm sure you've learned a thing or two on the board, as well as the history behind these two clubs. Importantly, you know what is at stake this evening. Well, so as Mo rightly stated, if it ends in favor of Hearts of Oak, you know how the table will look like and whatever is going to go. All right, let's now check out the lineup. They are out now, so there you have it, the lineup for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Kamara obviously will be in post for his side, and definitely this is how it's going to look like this evening for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. So Kamara back in post for the side after that blunder that occurred in the first game against Gold Stars, and we're going to be seeing the likes of Kwame Poku. Again, also we've got Shaibu Abubakar and the likes of Samba O'Neill, and then Zakaria Husseini is also starting. And then in the starting lineup, we're going to be seeing Francis Akwa, Hubert Jehu, and then also Jordan Emisa in there. In the midfield, we're going to see Samuel Tinedu and then Donzo Morphing. So this is the starting 11 for Kumasi Asante Kotoko currently. And what should we expect tonight? Let me start with the Kotoko, former Kotoko striker here in the studio, Eric Bekwin. Eric, with this lineup, what should fans of Kotoko expect? Is it a win for Kotoko, or
It's confusing.
I think what we are seeing now, the selection that Coach Zito brought on board, is typically the starters that he's going to use for the league itself, and then for Africa as a whole. And looking at the way he has paraded the upfront, if they are to have the bite, which the Rasta man is the one who have to feed the top men, because Kwame Poku, for all I know, he will not stand up there as the spearhead. Kwame Poku and then Albert Hamwa, the two of them, they always want to operate from the wings before. But the Donzu that came, he is a typical number 9, the box-to-box type. He is that type. But for him to play, meaning he's going to do more running with the balls, because they are going to pressure the back line of Hearts of Oak to commit some blunders. And when it comes to the Hearts of Oak goalkeeper, that he's dribbling that he's been doing, if today he should do those things with Kwame Poku and Abetamwa, he's going to have a very, very big problem today.
Yeah, so there you see the lineup, and then the advice from the legend himself. Kwame Poku, Abetamwa, Philip Amo, Zakaria Husseini, I told you already, is also starting. Hilary Adabo, Emmanuel Entry, and Saka Dauda starting this afternoon, this evening, Shaibu, and then in post you're going to be having Kamara, Samba O'Neill there, and Patrick Esedu. So these are the starting 11 from the Kumasi Asante Kotoko this evening. And for Kumasi Asante Kotoko, let me say good evening to Joe Boy. Joe Boy is the area manager for MGI Microfinance in Kumasi. He's a staunch Kotoko supporter. He says if I don't greet him, he's my contact too. So Joe Boy, yeah, I know you are doing the watching inside Kumasi.
I'm hoping that he can sleep tonight.
Joe Boy and Frank Osei also, who's the manager for the Kumasi terminal when it comes to 2M Express. Yeah, so Joe Boy and then Frank, I know you're doing the watching. Let's pray your side wins, and then yeah, I can call you tonight so that we can have a thing or two. I'll be coming to Kumasi too. So yeah, for those of you who were on me that I'm laughing at Kumasi Asante Kotoko, I wasn't laughing at Kumasi Asante Kotoko. It was legend Yama Kwameku who, was talking about something, and we all were having fun here, even with Eric Bequin. So don't take it as though that we are making fun of Kumasi Asante Kotoko. That's not the point. And so you don't know the love I have for Kotoko. You don't know my trace with Kotoko though. So hey, let me go to the legend Yama Kwameku. What's the story going to be like this evening? Are you winning despite the things you've consulted and everything? Exactly. Is it a win for Heart of Hope?
I want to ask
Mo
a question. He was, according to his the statistics that he made, Kotoko has won 5 matches from 2023 to date, right? Okay, I want to ask him that 5 wins and that 4-0. Which one is more painful?
Oh my goodness! Legend.
Can you answer that?
Legend. Yes. It depends on how I feel about it. Okay. Someone's priority will be the 4-0. Someone's priority will be the last 2 seasons' performance.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Joel, you see, Joel, for me,
it's about ruling for long. Mm-hmm. And this is just one game.
Yeah.
But we are ruling consistently. Mm-hmm. So this is
consecutively back to back.
We're talking about you are saying only one match.
But you are like
no,
match.
No, remember 4-0. And then you are not ashamed to talk about it, and look at how confident Eric is. No,
we have one game, and then we have won 5.
No, but you are surprised. I'm just surprised about what the way you are behaving.
It's the holy truth.
You see, 4-0, mm-hmm. And then losing like 2-1, like more was saying 2-1 thing there. I don't think it's that much painful. Joel, you see, for me today, I'm praying that my man, who is Asibe, he will not commit his errors. I'm praying because it has been consistent. You know what I'm saying? It has been consistent. And that is why I'm saying that there is some of the jobs of the coaches that you stop the player from committing that error in a game situation. Because he does it in training grounds. He does it. So you have to stop him. So for me, if the player keeps doing the same error, it tells you the player is not intelligent.
He's not learning enough.
He's not learning. Because for you to commit the same error, that it's not an error that can be maybe a result in not maybe losing a match, but always it's resulting in losing a match. It's a very, very difficult thing. So I'm praying that if only Asibe will not commit his thing,
then you are carrying the day.
Oh, but then you have Ghana's number 1.
We also pray that
Eric.
So he can commit the error.
Eric, be patient.
Let me run.
Ghana's number 1.
Yeah, he's in post.
So
let me run through the lineup now for Accra Hearts of Oak. It's Ghana's number 1 goalkeeper who is in post. We've got Benjamin Asari in post. Amankwa Befi is also starting. Ransford Mensah as well as Ali Mohammed. And Kevin Osei-Sibe is in there. Abdul Karim, Hussein Mohammed, David Oponga Frani, George Paku, Martin Karikari, and Frank Abura Duku. So this is the starting 11 for Accra Hearts of Oak. We'll be going over to the University of Ghana Sports Stadium pretty shortly, where the kickoff is just about starting. Well, so there you see it. The University of Ghana Stadium is full. Were you expecting this? Look at it. When it's Accra Hearts of Oak, Kumasi, Asante Kotoko, when they're even playing at your backyard, you get the people to come.
And you see, Joel,
my goodness.
For me, Karikari should have the day. Like when we played Gold Stars. Look at the performance Karikari put up. And for me, I'm praying that he also has his day. Because if Karikari should have his days, look at the kind of technique that, Eric was even saying, wow, we were all amazed. And so for me, if Karikari should have his day today, then I think House of Oak is ahead. Exactly. And so for me, I'm praying that also Asibe and this.
No, don't say Asibe, say our man.
You and I.
No, our man.
You and I.
He's a Kotoko player.
No problem. You see, yes, at times it seems like he's playing for you. Joel, you see, for me, if you have Asibe. For me, Asibe, like I said, I've advocated for this guy to be
for a long time.
For a long time.
But
these errors, it can also be a dent.
Sure.
That's what I'm saying. For being called to the national team, and two, for me, if Ibrahim, the guy from the centre back for Heart of Oak, from is the young apostles.
Ali Mohammed.
Ali Mohammed. Sure.
Vision.
Yeah,
Okay.
Ali
So if
Vision
Ali
is there.
and Asibe should have their day, and are able to.
Which one will not have his day?
No, they will have.
Definitely.
And so yeah, I'm praying that if these two guys are able to, hold on to
Kwame
Poku and Albert, I think we are done with it. And so because this Kwame Poku and Albert, they can do some kind of interpositional changes.
That's true.
You can find Albert at the spear as a spearhead. You can find Poku as a spearhead, and that is very, 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 very dangerous for us. And so for me, I'm praying that we can handle them as well, and then Karikari will do his own thing up front, and then our number one, the whole Ghana, including our president, our excellency. Our Excellency John Dramani Mahama Benjamin is our number one
goalkeeper.
You cannot find any player in Kotoko to have that position. It's only Hearts of Oak. Ghana's number one is coming from Hearts of Oak, and that tells you our in our post there, our post we don't have problem. Okay. So I'm praying that Karikari and Co they just bang in the goals. And we are done.
I think Mo Shaban wants to tell us something before we go. Mo.
Yes, so quick one. I want to share with you the statistics of Didi Dramani. And if you look on the screen, Didi has made a significant impact since joining Heart of Oak, especially in the matches. He's lost to Kotoko. In fact, when he took over Heart of Oak, a few days he had to play Kotoko in the President's Cup. He lost by 2-1. The positives, he scored a goal, 1. Then again, he had a 2-0 win against Heart of Lions in the Homo Peace Cup, and another goal, 3 goals scored, kept a clean sheet here. Then against Heart of Lions again in the Gaka top 4, he managed another win, another clean sheet here. If you add the goals, a total of 4 goals scored. Then the last one, he managed a draw against Gold Stars, come back, and then he scored 6 goals in 4 matches as Heart of Oak head coach. Let's look at the number of times he's considered against Kotoko and against Gold Stars. He's considered 3. So in terms of defense, he's building up the team gradually. But you look at Didi Dramani for the lineups. We'll look at them pretty shortly. But then we are looking at Didi Dramani, Abdul Karim Zito. And when Zito took over Kumasi Asante Kotoko, a few games to the FA Cup final, and that was the game against Bekum Chelsea, he won by a 1-0 at the TNA Stadium. Then in the final at the University of Ghana Stadium, cemented a 2-1 victory against his opponent. Then from there, he came to win against Heart of Oak in the President's Cup, 2-1. So look at the victory in his recent performance, the FA Cup victory, then the President's Cup he won, and so he was doing well. Then in the Toyota Cup, managed a 3-2 win on penalty against Kaiser Chiefs, and that was a good performance in South Africa, and it was the Toyota Cup. Then the fans were expecting Kotoko to keep up performing until their last 2 matches. They are winless. They've conceded a total of 3 goals. They've scored 1, and that is not the results they expect. So let's look at Kotoko's last 3 matches as against Heart of Oak's last 3 matches. And so Kotoko's last 3 matches, 1 draw, and then the results are not going as they expect.
All right, so Mo, thank you so much for those stats on the 2 coaches. But let's now head to the University of Ghana Sports Stadium and what we've all been waiting for in your various homes, wherever you're watching from on GH1 TV and Ago TV, is the Clash of the Titans. They call it here is the Super Clash, whichever name you want to give it. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the first 45 minutes of action between these 2 traditional great clubs, Kumasi Asante Kotoko, Accra Hearts of Oak. What's the story going to be like in the first 45 minutes? Let's enjoy.
Watching on G1 TV and listening on Star FM, we are in for a game this evening.
From Kumasi, Bantama, Asokwa, Asafo, wherever it is you are watching us from, if you are in Accra, Medina, East Legon, Mamobi, wherever you are, this is the clash we've been waiting for all this while. The biggest clash on the Ghanaian football calendar. Hearts of Oak taking on Kotoko in the El Clasico Super Clash of Ghana football. And we are live at the UG Stadium for this big clash here in Ghana. Players, combatants already. Kotoko is Mohamed Kamara in goal. Samba only captain for the side. Zakaria Fuseni, Asiru Patrick, Hilary Adabo Lord, Saka Dauda, Kwampoku is back. Shaibu Abubakar, Philip Amoa, Albert Amoa, and Entry Emmanuel 11 for the Warriors, coached by Abdul Karim Zito. There they are now in your shots. The coach on the sidelines, getting ready for this battle for his team. Zito there for you. And of course, we are set, battle lines drawn, referees ready to get us going in the Super Clash here at the UG Stadium in, of course, Accra. What should we be looking
started in the on match day 1 and the Galkato Trophy, and for Hearts of Oak, they know that a win in this game will put them in pole position to get their hands on the trophy as well. So a lot at stake this evening. And
officials on your screens, of course, for the folk, the Phobians for this game here, and the Phobians are Dramani, so they can get their hands on the ultimate trophy at stake in this top 4.
Well, also don't forget that the likes of Benjamin Asari are back in. We also see Kelvin Osei-Sibe. Tells you how in our sports stadium. And Koji Ramani, we've seen some fantastic football with from him and then the lads. So I expect some good football tonight. And Accra folk would want to get their hands on that trophy. As I said earlier, Kotoko would want to support the party for the Phobians.
But my name again, Benjamin Yama, in here in commentary with my colleague Jones Aji, and we are outside. All is set for the hero encounter here. It is a Kwampoku to tee us off in this all-important clash live at the UG Stadium. Referees Reginald Collins Samoa, Theophilus Akoguri, and Seth Ableto, who searches for Asiedu on the left side. A big boot from him on the left side. Again, Asiru Patrick throws a long one, he flicked on, and that will be an easy save there for Benjamin Asare. The Black Stars goalkeeper, I'm sure, is looking forward to getting a recall to the Stars team for the upcoming fixture next month against Chad.
Every decision made, or of course, everything he will do today, a lot of eyes will be on him. And
play does go on. The run is on for Kakari Martin. Can he get to that ball? No, he can't. It has been cleared though, and out for a throw-in. Referee though will call for the medical team of Hearts of Oak to attend to a play.
Strong lads, and a lot of physicality would be in play. And you see Benjamin Asari showing concern, coming all the way to referee Reginald Collins Samoa and telling him. But then, of course, some quick meetings within the folks of Accra Folk, and then right at the start, we see some men warming up for the Accra Folk lads.
Just in case there were issues, or there were issues with Frank Duku, but he's fit, throwing for Hearts of Oak, thrown down. On the ball now is Kakari Martin on the right side. Looks for a colleague, he finds one in Abdul Karim, who gets the ball now to Yao Befi Amankwa. Befi on the sideline, can he go past Asiedu? He tries to do so. Ball has been cleared and out for a corner kick. The first one with action for Hearts of Oak.
In a tournament where we've seen a lot of goals from set pieces and corner kicks, I think that our clubs should capitalize on that, and then of course even make sure that we set up defenses very well to eventually improve Ghana football.
Corner kick for Hearts of Oak, and already the man who scored last time round, George Paku, he has moved in for this corner kick. Shot one taken, he would find Abdul Karim. Back to George Paco. Paco with a cross. It drops for Muhammad Ali. His connection do not good enough. Out for a goal kick for Kotoko.
Right from the training ground, you could see they had an idea there, and
that's upon Franny instead.
Yeah, they had an idea there, and they set it up. He went in and received the ball back. The cross was sent in, but the connection was a poor one.
Poor one indeed. 3 minutes of action, but the Phobians are back in. The runs for Mensah, good ball. He finds Frank Doku, but first to that ball was Zakaria Husseini. Poor pass from Afrani. He was looking for his colleague Kakari Martin on the right side. It did not work out though. But Jones, do you know that UG Stadium becomes the 12th stadium to host the Super Clash of Ghana football? We've had some great venues hosting this fixture. This becomes the 12th venue to host this fixture as well in Ghana football.
Awesome work put together by the University of Ghana and the government to make sure that we have such an edifice to, in fact, grow talent, nature talent right here in the University of Ghana.
Ball with the Warriors in their own half. Mohamed Kamara controls coolly in his own half. I'm sure he will not be looking out for any of his colleagues giving a very weird back pass like we saw in their first game. Ball with the House of Oak team in the midfield now. Abdul Karim controls, rolls one out beautiful in the turf. He locates Yamankwa Belfi on the right side. Belfi with a good pass now to Kakari Martin on the right side. Back to Amankwa Belfi. Little options and to go back to Kelvin Osei SCB. Has to focus the ball in their own half. Muhammad Ali. Ali back to midfield now to Opon Afrani. Opon controls, looks for options. To the left side he goes now to Ransford Mensah. Mensah locates his colleague in Muhammad Ali. Ali will look for options. The field now. Spreads play to the right side. He finds Amankwa Befi. On the ball for Artefuk. Back to midfield now to Abdul Karim. Karim looks up. Good ball from him now to Paco. Flick the ball on now. It drops. Duku with a chance for Artefuk. It's a goal!
What a way to start the Super Clash. What were they doing at the back?
Caught ball watching. Look at it. The flick from Paco was good. Duku ran to it. The canal was caught ball watching. And the count finished on Duku to open the floodgates here at the UG Stadium. Hasselhoff 1, Kotoko 0.
I mean, when you look at that pass infield and the one time flick that went over the head of Zakaria, he was caught ball watching. He didn't know what went over him, and all Frank Duku had to do was follow the ball and nutmeg goalkeeper Kamara. And now Hasselhoff are up by a goal.
Duku with a goal after he scored last Sunday in the Homer World Cup. Second goal for Hasselhoff. He joined them from Vision FC. Frank Abroa Duku. Ball restarts with Kotoko with the ball in your half now. Hussein seems to be shaking at the back for Kotoko, but passes line straight to Mohamed Hussein. Hussein finds Karim. Karim on the ball now. Beautiful play from Karim. Shoots and straight at Kamara, who saves coolly for the fabulous lads. Duku has gone down though. I missed out what happened to Duku.
Well, poor one coming in from goalkeeper Kamara.
And the referee has been called by his fourth official to attend to something on the Hasselhoff bench.
But then you can get to see that again. The poor one coming in from Kamara. He had no right to do that. He just have walked past the player. But then I think a card has been shown to the...
One of the men on the bench for Hasselhoff has been flashed with a yellow card. We're not too sure who it is, so we wait for the confirmation. But
we know that referee Reginald Amwa has cautioned the bench of Accra Suffolk, who are up by a goal to nothing.
Game restarts with Kamara rolling the ball down to captain Samba O'Neal. O'Neal kicks a long one upfield now. Drops to Philip Amoa with his left foot. He goes in for beautifully. Amoa gets the ball to Saka Dauda. Saka on the ball now. In the box he goes. Saka on the ball still. 10th round. He has to go back. He does so. He finds a Seydou Patrick on the ball now. Goes to command. Cross comes in for a Seydou. Good one. But headed out by Muhammad Ali. And straight to Philip Amwa. Another cross comes in from him. Flicked on by Albert Kamwa and ball cleared. Ball cleared and ball now drops. And controlled now by Mohamed Kamara. Kamara finds Hilary Adabo. Adabo back to Samba. Samba finds entry Emmanuel. Pass is good, but blocked there by Hatufuku, attacking already now through Martin Kakari. Good ball to Duku, and Duku left it, but the ball cleared by Samba O'Neal.
You know, there's one thing about football. When you get a new manager in there is an understanding. You get to, as the games go by, as you grow, you begin to understand. And that is what we are seeing from this Hearts of Oak team. They are playing well up front and enjoying some play. And you could even see when they were warming up, they had some set plays that they were taken through by Coach Masudi Dramani, who now has been shown a yellow card.
The yellow card was for Dramani, the coach himself, for Hearts of Oak.
Obviously complaining about that elbow from Kamara.
Absolutely. Game in session. On the left side, Kotoko now midfield through entry. Emmanuel entry on the ball for Kotoko. He has to find Patrick Asiedu on the left flank. Beautifully done by Asiedu. Gets the ball back to entry. He now finds Saka Dauda. Saka to Asiedu now in space. Cross comes in, a good one. A ball blocked again by Muhammad Ali and finally headed out by Amankwa Benfi. But straight to Saka Dauda for Kotoko. His pass not too good, but fortunately for him, controlled now beautifully by entry Emmanuel, who finds Adabo Hilary midfield to Samba O'Neal. He finds Husseini. Husseini goes for the one-time clearance, but headed back powerfully by Osei Asibe. Back in play, and ball dropped Gonpoku. No, he can't get to that ball. Ball cleared, and has to comfortably get locates goalkeeper Benjamin Asari. And looks like Opoku is down the turf. He went ahead of the ball and was headed by Ali. There it is. Saka came in.
Saka being there after he got the ball ahead of the defender and now wins a foul for the Porcupine Warriors. You need a goal to, put things level at this time. They need a quick response, and they need it now.
Quick response from the fabulous lads. Can they do it against their fiercest rivals? Hearts of Oak. It's not been the best of tournament for Kotoko, you must say. Lost to Gold Stars, lost to Hearts of Lions, and there they are down under 10 minutes against their rivals Hearts of Oak. Entry Emmanuel behind the ball together with Asiedu for this free kick. Asiedu with a good kick, it drops and headed on and out for a corner kick. It is for Kotoko. Kotoko are pushing more men to attacking areas now instead of the equalizer. Can they get it? Can they get a response? As their fans would demand from them this evening. Entry Emmanuel joined by Philip Amoa for this corner kick. Ball comes from entry, good one, and of course headed out. And Samba O'Neal keep it in play. Will he? No, he won't. Outward throw in for Kotoko. Picked up by Samba. He will leave it for Asiedu Patrick. Asiedu with a throw in for Kotoko. Into the box now, flicked on, and Asare, as always, supreme, in control. He rolls one down to Paku. Paku trying to go past entry, cannot. Ball cleared, and out he has gone for a throw-in for Hearts of Oak. 12 minutes down in the first half. Hearts of Oak 1, Kotoko 0. Ransford Mensah with a throw-in for the Fabulous, or the Phobians.
Well, the last time Hearts of Oak beat Kotoko was in 2023 in the Ghana Premier League. Apart from that, Kotoko have beaten Hearts of Oak 2-0, went on to beat them again 1-0, and then in the latest meeting ended in a 0-0 draw. So let's see how this one will pan out if Hearts of Oak can master a win against the Porcupine Warriors today.
Entry, well, Kakari Martin trying an audacious effort. He saw Kamara off his line, and so Kakari tried to go for the audacious effort, but off target he goes for a goal kick for Kotoko.
He had a lot of options there. He could have found any of his colleagues right there. And then Frank Duku is down in pain again. Off the ball incident. I think he needs to be attended to by the medics.
He's had some challenges going on him. Duku so in the game. The goal scorer for Kotoko, for Hearts of Oak, sorry. And he's down, so medical team are there to attend to him. 13 minutes of action done in the first half. Hearts of Oak 1, Kotoko 0. Deserving lead, if you ask me.
It's the right way to start, and you see again what happened to the man there. He tried stretched for the ball, but obviously maybe pulled some muscles there So no wonder he's now in pain. But then Accra Suffolk have started right, and there you see former Black Stars players, goalkeeper, and then Daniel Amate, as well as Fatau Dauda in the stands here. Emmanuel Jumambedu also sitting right in front of them here at the University of Ghana Stadium at the Gauta Trophy tournament. But then I think that Accra Suffolk have started right. Kotoko in the past few minutes have shown that they can also get back into the game. So if they keep doing what they're doing, Kotoko can get the equalizer soon.
Game back underway, ball cleared by Husseini Zakaria, who seems to be panicking so early in the game.
Yeah.
Zakaria Husseini, John Kotoko from Brecum, Chelsea this off-season. He needs to step up on this encounter because he seems to be a bit shaky in the early part of the game here. Throwing for Artofok. Ransford Mensah picks the ball up for Artofok. Ransford Mensah. He's the man for the big occasions. He throws one down now. Ball in play now with Ali Mohammed for Artofok. He now finds Yao Amankwa Befi on the right side. Amankwa Befi back to Kelvin Osei Esibe. No nonsense defender who joined hands from Karela. It's Esibe with a long kick field now. And it drops, controlled there by the goal scorer Duku. His pass though is poor. Kotoko, who of course will win a free kick for an infringement on Dawda Saka, who's not happy man. He's not happy at all. Dawda Saka, and a yellow card flashed to Yao Amankwa Befi. Going into the referee's books for that tackle on Saka Dawda. There it is, a confirmation there for you. Yao Amankwa Befi. Right back for Artofok in the referee's book. Asido with a long kick looking for the run of Koku Kwame. It drops though and cleared by Apon Afrani. Looking for the run of Duku. Ball drops and again the career pressure that ball. Gets it back to his goalkeeper, Mohamed Kamara.
You need to be calm in defense. Kotoko, they just need to be calm in defense. Obviously, they want to pass out from the back and need to be calm. And the calmness again from the goalkeeper and then Adabo there.
Zakaria Hussein on the ball now for Kotoko. His pass again poor.
You can see what they're trying to do. They want to draw Artofok out and then leave some spaces in midfield. But in doing that, he would also play into the hands of Accra Suffolk, who are pressing very high, leaving no spaces. In fact, you see that anytime a defender of Kotoko has the ball from a goal kick, they press 1v1, and so no space is left behind or no man is left unattended to, and it makes it difficult for Kotoko to play out from the back.
Two coaches on the bench, Karen Zito and of course Ramani, working their men into action in this game. Ramani, don't forget, an ex-Kotoko coach himself and an ex-national team coach. Same for Karen Zito as well. Long ball to the Kotoko half, controlled there now by the cross comes in from Ransford Mensah. Poor one cleared by the Fabulous team. On the ball now is Albert Amwa. Been quiet so far in this game, but there he is. He's got out though. Has to put poor pass from Afrani and throwing conceded. So throwing for Kotoko, picked up by Shaibu Yakubu Abubakar. Shaibu with the ball, throwing it is, and Coach Hamza being already on the sidelines. He's demanding more from his players. Long one from Shaibu, headed to by Ransford Mensah. Poor kick there from Karim Abdul, and out for a throw-in for Kotoko again. Shaibu, he throws one, shot one though, now to entry, and this connection was poor, and referee has blown though for an infringement in favor of Emmanuel MPM for Kotoko. Throwing instead rather, throwing. Again, a poor one from Shaibu, only locating Afrani of Artofok. On the ball now for the full goals. His pass is dangerous. He lose out. And on the ball now is Hilary Adabu. And on the ball now for Kotoko. Can he go past this man? He does so. Hilary still looking for the run of Siedu. Ball cleared and out for the corner kick for Kotoko. Quickly by Kotoko. Siedu on the ball now. Cross will come in. Only 3 men in the box though. And it drops to nobody in particular. It will be cleared by George Paku for Hartoko. Paku on the ball still. Paku locates his man. And Ransford Mensah with the clearance coming in for Hassel. Ball drops and now controlled by Asiedu. Challenged there by Sakari, and so straight he has to go to goalkeeper Kamara Mohammed, who now finds Husseini to Shaibu on the right side. Shaibu on the ball and he goes in full now. Options plenty. Chose the wrong option. Fortunately for him though, referee has given him a foul for his efforts.
I mean, Shaibu been very, very interesting. One of the men who just joined the Kotoko team. And in this Gaka Top 4 tournament, he's done so well. One attribute of him is his ability to carry the ball from his defensive areas and move up front.
And referee has blown for an infringement against Kampuku, who was burned down on goal. It seems to have come off his arm. Yeah, so referee has whistled for an infringement against Kampuku. Control the ball with his arm.
And he seems to be looking at the arm and blaming the arm that why did he touch the ball?
Free kick for Atsufoke and Benjamin Asare. He is the man. He go for the Phobians. Long ball from him. Headed back interestingly by Duku. His own mate. Ball drops. Ransford gets the ball for Atsufoke. He now finds Hussein. Hussein Mohammed spreads play beautifully. Looking for Amamka Befi. Befi on the ball now. Control the ball and keep the ball in play. He finds Abdul Karim. He made full for Atsufoke. Karim on the ball. Yeah, he does go back beautifully. Finds Asibe. Back to Karim. He rolls one down. Two upon Afrani. Afrani now finds Ransford Mensah on the left side of defense. Ball won by Enchido for Kotoko. The attack will break down and Kotoko on the ball now through Samba O'Neal to Entry. Locating his goalkeeper Kamara. Kamara on the ball now for Kotoko. Rolls one down to Entry Emmanuel. Entry Emmanuel goes in full now. He finds Albert Amwa, who's playing so deep in his own half now. Back to Entry. Entry now finds Samba O'Neal on the ball for Kotoko at this stage in his own half, looking for options. He finds one in Hilary Adabo. Adabo down to Zakaria Hussein, who has switched flanks to the left side with Samba. Hussein with a long run looking for the run of Kampuku, and Kampuku again was offside. Clearly offside, and Kumasi Asante Kotoko switching to the long ball scene there, but you can see he was just a step ahead of Osei Sibe, and maybe he could have left the ball for the other player. Philip Amwa, who was also breaking loose as well. George Paco to Duku. Duku looking for Husseini. That was a poor one from Duku. Tackle breakdown and Kotoko with Asiedu. He finds Amwa looking for the run of Kampuku, but that was too strong a pass, and out comes Benjamin Asare, saving that coolly for Hartlepool. Of course, Hartlepool will send men forward, but then when they do send men forward, there will be the spaces left behind, and you see that was where Albert Amma was operating in, and that he had that chance, but then he couldn't find. Kakari Martin on the ball, now in the box. Kakari shoots, and oh my God, oh my word, a poor one from Kakari Martin. The idea was good, execution terrible. I don't know if you watched the goal Fatah scored this weekend. Similar. Yeah, Shaku of Leicester City. Kakari trying to emulate that, but he still has a lot, close to 69 minutes to maybe get that maybe on target. So folk have the ball again in their half. Spreading play is Karim, but it's poor, intercepted and controlled now by Shaibu, who finds Samba. Samba into midfield now to Hilary Adabo. Adabo back to Samba O'Neal. Samba controls and looking for options. Goes in full now to Philip Amwa. Amwa back to Samba, who clears a long one out full and control right beautifully by Albert Amwa. Albert Amwa bearing on goal now. Options very few. Stopping his tracks though by Mohamed Ali. Impressive play from Ali Mohamed. Yeah, but then again, I talked about Albert Amwa being found in space, and yet again, he's found in space. What happens is that when Kotoko play out from the back, they draw out men who try to press, and then they go long, trying to find men in midfield, and then again, a similar ball to Albert Amwa. This time around, he was crowded by Accra players and lost out there. Mohamed Kamara, the goalkeeper for Kotoko, back in goal today after he was replaced for a second game against Heart of Lions, but he's back in goal again now. Was considered ready, and a poor one from Mohamed Kamara. And the coaching staff are living at him on the sidelines. After subbing his options, he decided to go finding the left back Patrick Isiedu, and then it was too high for Isiedu. Throwing for Artsofuk on the right side, so picked up by guess who? Yao Amankwa Befi. Reminds me of Amankwa Miracle so much. Amankwa Befi finds Hussein. Hussein slipped, and so ball has gone out of touch for a throw-in for Kotoko on the left side. Patrick Asiedu. Asiedu controls and throws one in. Ball headed by Amankwa and back in by Entry. Finds Kampoku now to Philip Amwa. Amwa finds Entry. The pass was keeping called, but controlled it and they lost out though. On the ball up upon Afrani. He finds Muhammad Ali, who now finds Abdul Karim. Karim for Hasoko. Beautiful pass from him, but that was too strong. Looking for the run of either Duku or Kakari Martin. But the pass straight, he goes to Kamara instead of Kotoko. Whoa. They need to be careful at the back. The Kotoko must be careful at the back. Ball in Hasbukau. Again, strong play there from Osei Sibi. Kakari on the ball now for Hasoko. Kakari still, he has men on him. Kakari on the ball. Oh, that was a poor one from Kakari Martin.
You could see Frank Duku indicating to him to put the ball in space. He wanted to go in. I mean, with what the play he's had the past few days, you can't blame him for that. He wanted to take the play on, but then could defend it from Kumasi Asante Kotoko.
Great defending there from Amanka Befi again. Win the ball of the player. Duku is burning on goal again now, but keeper Kamara is out. And a save for the Porcupine Warriors.
One good characteristic of Kamara is that he times the ball so well. You could see there a good timing from him, and he made sure he grabbed the ball and he impeded the man, but never a foul, and good play from goalkeeper Kamara.
Kamara, impressive, but just sometime, he can lose his head. Saibu will locate Samba to Hilary Adabo. Adabo on the ball now for Kotoko in midfield. He goes into Philip Amwa. Amwa Kevin, beautiful play from Amwa, trying to release Sakadauda. Keeps the ball in play. Oh no, he did not. Out the ball has gone for a throw-in for Kotoko.
Brilliant play from Kumasi Asante Kotoko. You see the likes of Entry coming down to receive the ball, and you even see Philip Amwa also moving a bit deep to receive the ball. In the moment he received the ball, brilliant pass over the defense of Krasopok, but then this time around the ball went out of play and temporary hold up. Player is down. Player is down
for Krasopok, temporary hold up here. Again, looks like it's Duku again. He may just not be fit enough to continue the action here. The goal scorer for Krasopok, Frank Abora Duku. He has had a number of challenges on him and seems to be suffering from some pain. There he is on the stretcher now, taken out of the field, and I can see some hospital players warming up.
The goal again, brilliant flick in there. I don't know if it was intentional, but then a good goal from
So the goal scorer will be going out very soon. He cannot continue the action. So Frank Duku, the goal scorer, look at the goal he scored there. The run past Zakaria Husseini, and with his left foot, a calm and a cool finish to get the opening goal, but cannot continue the action. So he's off. He's off, and coming on is the ever dangerous Hamza Issa. So Hamza is coming on for Frank Duku, who has gone out with an injury. So Hamza on for Frank Duku. Striker out, striker in.
Well, I think that very sad one for him not to be able to continue. He's been lively, especially ever since he joined the Phobians. He's shown why they paid so much money for him. Well, we don't know how much he paid for him, but then I think he's done so well, especially in the games that he's played so far. You might not see so much of him, but when it comes to putting the ball into the net, he's been able to do that. Let's see if Hamza Issa can live up to the standard set by Frank Duku.
The last time Hamza played against Kotoko, you guess and can know what he did. He scored against Mohamed Kamara at Crown Sports Stadium. Can he replicate same though? 27 minutes done in the first half. Still 1-0 for Kotoko. Kamara rolls one down, pressed, and so he's cleared the ball and out for a throw-in. And look at the bench of Kotoko and the coach Hamza Obin. He cannot believe it.
Well, I tell you that they still want to play out from the back. And I think obviously instructions from the coach to play out from the back, but then again instructions from Heart of Oak as well to press them high. And when they do press them high, if you don't have the composure to play out from the back, then you need to go long.
Throw in for Kotoko. A 4-1 again from Kakari Martin. He's easily robbed of the ball. So throw in it is for the Kotoko side. Patrick Asiedu goes all the way back to again Kamara finds Zakaria Husseini. Zakaria with a clearance, headed down by Saka. Kotoko loses it and has 4-1 from Issa Hamza. Entry on the ball of Kotoko. His pass looking for the run of Opoku. Back to entry. He now finds Albert Amwa. Amwa was looking for the run of Philip Amwa, but ball blocked. And the Province are back on the ball now through Opon Afani. Looking for the run of Hamza Issa. But first to that ball though will obviously be Samba who guided out of touch for a goal kick for Kotoko.
Well, right after the goal, we saw the Porcupine Warriors make some incursions coming in, showing desire to get an equalizer. But after that, it's been a series of mistakes in defense for them. And I think it's one thing that they need to work on. It's the Gakato for it's an opportunity for them to learn from their mistakes. But then it is clear that they want to play out from the back. They have the men to do so. Just that sometimes we need more composure, ability to control the ball and prevent some of these mistakes. If not, we go to Africa and meet sides who have sharper attackers. They might concede a lot of goals.
Top 4 action for Kotoko has not been the best this season. 3 games. They've lost 2 already and are trailing in this game. Not too exciting times for the Warriors ahead of their campaign in Africa. Throwing for Asante Kotoko. Philip Yao Amankwa Befi. Short but effective. Gets the ball to midfield. To Opon Afani. Attack breaks down. On the ball now is entry for Kotoko. Spreading play beautifully. He finds Albert Amwa in midfield now. Too deep in his own half. Albert to the right side now. To Shaibu. Controls the ball. Flicks the ball on looking for Amwa. The ball has been cleared by Osei Sibe. And it drops and controlled now by Samba O'Neal. To Zakaria Husseini on the right side now. Husseini on the ball still. He finds Shaibu. Shaibu goes in for beautiful play from Shaibu. He goes down. Referee has blown for an infringement for the Porcupine Warriors.
Shaibu is a gem in defense for the Porcupine Warriors. Trust me, he's secured that right back position, defends very well, moves again, has some good crosses, and his ability to come in field. He can even play with the right leg, the left leg, right foot and left foot. I think that he's a big addition to that defense of Asante Kotoko.
Husseini goes in field and finds Hilary Adabo now. Adabo to Samba, who spreads play to the left side now. He finds Saka, but the attack was too strong and pressed to that ball. Amankwa Befi, but recovered briefly there from Saka, and that should be an infringement for Asante. Akari Martin brought down by Patrick Asiedu, so an infringement for the Phobians. That's Amankwa Befi instead again. Amankwa Befi, as always, ever present, some place on the sidelines warming up for Asante already.
See the jacket and giving American vibes here, you know.
Goal kick, free kick for Asante, and Asante Benjamin. Short one taking, he finds Muhammad Ali. He goes in field now. He looks up for options. Good play from him. He finds Mensah. Mensah finds George Paco. Back to Mensah now. But ball, Mensah on the ball, but ball out of touch already. And even if the ball enters the back of the net, it will not count. Goal kick for Kotoko.
Good defending once again from Shaibu Abubakar. You can see him there. He made sure that he didn't even get a touch on the ball, but then the spaces he closed with Ransford made sure that the ball went out of play and the goal kick for the Porcupine Warriors.
Strong defending there from Shaibu. Ball in the area of Asante already. Pampuku on it, but he's lost out. Cleared now by Opon Afrani. Headed powerfully again by Samba. Samba finds Saka to Asiedu. Asiedu on the ball still, looking for the run of Pampuku, but nobody in particular as is fairly controlled there by Benjamin Asare.
Yeah, Benjamin Asare, we yet to see any action from him, and Kotoko need to get some shots. I mean, they need to come alive into this game, and they're getting some of the midfield action right, but then trying to find the attackers have been an issue. And there again, they win another ball in midfield, Albert Amwa, and then the final delivery. Well,
ball drops for Kampuku now. In the box he goes. He finds Philip Amwa on the ball, and he shoots, and it's been blocked and cleared by Yao Amankwa Befi for Asante. A chance for Kotoko, but Could not make any meaningful meaning out of that. Albert Amwa, so deep in midfield today. Looks for Asiedu on left side. Asiedu on the ball now. Good shot coming in, but flies out and out for a goal kick for Hartlepool. Mohamed Ali rolls one down to Osei SCB. Osei SCB on the ball for Hartlepool. Goes into and finds this man. That's Hamza Issa. Beautiful tackle from entry, but referee has gone for an infringement.
Not a beautiful one according to referee Reginald.
Absolutely. It looked good in my eyes. There it is. Well, it was a bit hard.
Yeah, he went through the player.
And
he obviously got the ball, but then had to go through the player.
Top
So,
there.
yeah.
The right covered by the referee. Reginald Collins Amwa getting it right on another occasion. Free kick for Hartlepool. And as always, you would see the man, Ransford Mensah around. He's the man for free kicks and corner kicks. Gerard Paco. Mensah with a long into the box now. Headed, but ball drops and easily saved there by Kamara Mohammed, who goes down now to Philip Amo. Amo on the ball now. His pass is good. Entry gets to the ball first now. Forgot to call. Entry on the ball now. Cross comes in from Entry. Too long across, too strong across, and out for a throw-in. Poor one from Iman Entry.
Well, I mean, you could see the idea there. He wanted to send it in and find Saka Dauda, but then he overhit it and went out of play. But then for me, I feel that he could have had other options right from when the ball got to him. He could have lifted his head and then gave a one-time pass, but this time his decision-making was a poor one.
I'm sure you saw it. I can't say it. Well, it's all the fancy.
Yes, football.
Throwing for Hartlepool. Yao Amankwa Befi throws one in. Asiedu's on the ball now. Asiedu seems to have been pushed, and so an infringement awarded Kotoko for a push on Asiedu, taken there by Kotoko quickly. And past one. So Kotoko on the ball now through Shaibu. Shaibu's pass straight to Philip Amo. Amo back to Shaibu. Shaibu on the right side. Can he go past this man? Yes, he does so. Good play from Shaibu. Ball cleared though and out for a throw-in.
You know, Shaibu is not just writing a good report for himself in the presence of Coach Raheem Zito, but then he's doing it for the other clubs as well. And then, of course, he's even doing it for the national team opportunities because he's been a revelation at right back for the Porcupine Warriors. Saka
on the ball for Kotoko now. Saka, a man on him. Cross is blocked by the Phobians, and Hamza Issa on the ball now for Hartlepool. Hamza Issa trying to output his colleagues. He cannot. He has, however, won an infringement for his efforts. Free kick for Hartlepool. Hamza Issa joined the Phobians from their junior team, the Ararat side. And has been ever present for Hartlepool for about 2 or 3 seasons now.
The Phobian, through and through, he bleeds rainbow colors. But I think 37 minutes of play time, and that's Frank Duku there being attended to. Obviously, a head injury, and in moments like this, you don't force yourself to go on. And it was just right that he had to call the medics to come to his aid and give him some rest.
We don't want any issues of concussions in here. So poor kick from Benjamin Asari, throw in for Kotoko. Asiedu picks the ball up, throws one down to Adabo. Hillary midfield, turns one beautifully. Adabo on the ball for Kotoko. Options very few. Picks one up in Entry. Entry with a good ball to Kampoku. Shoots one, and it is easily saved there. Linesman's flag is up offside against Kampoku.
One nice, brilliant 1-2 from Emmanuel Entry and Kwame Poku, but then I think Emmanuel Entry delayed the pass a bit, and Kwame Poku was in motion or was a yard ahead and offside against the Warriors. But then gradually they're building up, just that maybe it's just at the end of the second half. They should have come some 10 minutes ago, and maybe they would have had that shot on target.
Long ball headed out by Samba O'Neill and out for a throw-in. Throw-in it is for Accra Hartlepool. Yao Amankwa Befi You recall there was a Yao Amankwa miracle some time back outside of Artefok, and he is Yao Amankwa Befi. With the ball for Artefok, he throws one down to Abdul Karim. Back to Amankwa Befi, back to Karim again now. Wow. The attack breaks down for Artefok on the ball. Hilary Adabo looking for Kwampoku. On the ball now, Doris Saka Dauda. Dauda on the ball, passes poor. And back on the ball though, he finds entry. Good ball from him looking for Kwampoku. And the clearance comes in from guess who? Muhammad Ali. Ever calm defender. Very, very calm on the ball always. Karim clears his line for Artefok and out to go for a throw-in.
Good defending yet again. Brilliant play from Kumasi Asante Kotoko. They are able to find Emmanuel Entry in that 10th position, and when you're able to find him there, he is able to lay in the passes. When you make the runs, you get the pass to you, but good defending from Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad Ali is Zakaria Husseini. He finds Samba O'Neill. Samba on the ball for the fabulous fraternity. Looks for options. Spreads to the right side to Shaibu. Abubakar, Shaibu on the ball now. Again, that's how it goes past one man. Shaibu goes in for 4 passes from Shaibu. Karim on the ball for Artefok. He finds George Paku. Paku goes in full now to a power Frani, who finds Muhammad Ali. Ali to Ransford Mensah. Mensah on the ball now. Goes in full again now. Good play from Mensah. Leaving his money in his tracks. 4 passes from him though. Attack breaks down. On the ball now is Adabo. Kotoko. He has to go back. He does so. Hilary on the ball still. Taking his time on the ball. He now finds Zakaria Husseini. Whoa. Zakaria Husseini with an audacious strike. And again, Hamza Obeng.
Well, I mean, overconfident, and you know, in moments that Kotoko have built up some momentum, have had some good play, and are putting a lot of pressure on the Phobians. I don't think this is what they need at this moment. It should have been a passing field, but then you wanted to try his luck, and trust me, goals that we've seen scored from that angle have come when the goalkeeper is not in post, and a lot of players were in there, but then Zakaria went for the Wayne Rooney style, but it went far off the goal area of goalkeeper.
Kwampoku loose out, and got to come back on the ball through entry Emmanuel, who finds Adabo, calling in midfield today. And the guy for saying with the clearance, ball in the area. Ding dong after this stage. Referee, the flag is up. The flag is up to offside. And Ali is indicating there must have been an arm or an elbow somewhere in there. Whoever says play will have to go on. Clearly offside, coming in from an offside position and then coming to challenge for the ball. But then good work from one Theophilus Akuguri. Ball in a Kotoko half. Zakaria will save it. Zakaria has to again. Paku on the ball now. Paku finds Ransford. Cross comes in now. Headed out by Asiedu. Entry on the ball with a clearance, a good one from him. He finds Kwampoku. Kwampoku on the ball now. Control the ball. He has to go back. He does so. And finds Asiedu at left back. Asiedu on the ball now. With the ball in their own half. Samba O'Neill. He comes in through, looking for options. Very few for him. He gets one in. Hilary Adabo in midfield. Hilary on the ball still. Hilary Adabo. What is he doing? Going past one man with ease. Good one from Adabo. Passes on for Kwampoku's run. And it's been cleared by Kelvin Osei Asibe. Kelvin Osei Asibe, no nonsense defender he is referred to. I mean, he's been that man for the occasion for them. No wonder coach has started him in this game. They know the threats that Kumasi Asante Kotoko carry, and in games like this, he's shown that he has that super ability in that 1v1 situations, and then again, he's up and doing. Benjamin Asari comes on and grabs goalie for Artefok, the Black Stars goalkeeper. 33 years old, Black Stars goalkeeper, coming out to save it for Artefok, and then they play back again. And then again, that 10th position that I talked about, Kotoko finding that ball in that area and men moving forward. And this time, Kelvin Osei was up and doing. 43 minutes done. Almost time for the first 45. I tell you what, they're going to have 2 minutes by the time in this first 45 minutes. The referee has blown for An infringement for Artefuk. Osesibe finds Muhammad Ali. And begins to fall in love with that partnership of Osesibe and Muhammad Ali for Artefuk. Rafa up Mensah. Good ball from him to Hussein. Flick the ball on, but nobody in particular. As Kamara is out to save his goalie for Kotoko.
For me, I think that the new pairing, new player Muhammad Ali, and a lot of Hartlepool fans have been talking about that. Well, I mean, a lot of tests ahead of them. Let's see if they can handle. But then it's still early days yet. Kotoko can still come back strongly into this game. We've seen them in the President's Cup, the first half. They played very well. Hartlepool were up ahead. Kotoko came back strongly in the second half to do well. So a lot of conversation would go in at that halftime team talk from Abdul Karim Zito, because they've done it against the Phobians before and they can do it again. But then so far it has been a good game from both sides.
Both sides have played impressively. The last time the two teams met, the pattern was similar. Has scored the first goal in the first half. But from recess, Kotoko came in, scored 2 more goals in 2 minutes, and the game ended 2-1 at Accra Sports Stadium. 44 minutes played, almost 45. Has lead 1-0 against Kotoko. In midfield, on the ball is Hussein. Good ball from him, releasing Kakari Martin on the right side. Kakari on the ball now for Kotoko. Fasifuk goes for one man. He has to go back. He does so. He finds Apopon Afani, who now finds Karim. Can't really flee. Afani gets the ball to Paco. Afani with a chance. Afani still. What is he doing? Hussein with a shot, and it misses the post by some inches from Mohammed Hussein. Abdul Karim with a good turn. Paco got the ball back to him, and the pass from Karim again. Hussein with a shot, just flying past the uprights.
Brilliant understanding from this Hartlepool team. I told you that when a team grows under a new coach who has a certain style of playing, when they progress, when they begin to understand, you see that play from him. And this was a brilliant setup from the Hartlepool fans. Just that the final shot went across, obviously coming off his weak foot, but then again, brilliant play for the Phobians.
Hartlepool are getting control now. Hussein on the ball for Hartlepool. He finds Karim Abdul. Now to Kakari Martin. Amankabepi instead. Back to Hussein in midfield. He now finds upon Afrani. Good ball to Issa. That could break down as Hillary gets to the ball first. Hillary finds Saka to Entry. Entry looking for options and clearly offside against Albert Amwa. Clearly offside.
Yeah, he knew he was offside. Looking at the yards offside. Yes. But then that's what happens when you're desperate to get an equalizer.
So 46 approaching 47, and I'm sure the referee will blow in any time from now. Hartlepool lead 1-0 against Kotoko. Ball switch to the right side, but played. Hartlepool come back on the ball now. Clarence comes in from Hilary Adabo. Outwell throwing for Hartlepool. And referee Reginald Collins Amoa has blown for the end of the first 45 minutes. And the flag will fly high. Yellow, the rainbow colors will fly high. Hartlepool up 1-0 after 45 minutes against their fiercest rivals, Kotoko.
Good game. And both teams have had moments in possession, have had some understanding, great understanding. We saw the greatest chance falling to the Phobians in there. And then congratulations to them. They've done well. But then I think that Kotoko themselves have also shown that they have what it takes to get back into this game, have had some brilliant chances as well. Let's see what the coaches will tell the team in the second half. If Karim Zito would bring that fire that we saw in the President's Cup the last time they met, and they came back strongly to some displays. They need to calm down their nerves and avoid mistakes at the background. But then for the Hartlepool fans, they can go on and jubilate at this moment.
So that's the end of the first 45 minutes here. Hartlepool 1, Kotoko 0. Goal scored by Frank Abora Duku. We'll be back in the next 15 or so minutes.
All right, so that's the story there in the first half at the University of Ghana Stadium. It's Accra Hearts of Oak leading by a 2-0 against the Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Duku getting that beautiful goal there. So there you see it. This was how the goal came about. And then nutmegging Kamara there in the very first half. It started early, and then that's the story so far. So you're back here in the studios. I'm still here with the legends. I'm talking about Yaw Amankwa Miracle and Eric Bequin. So let me start with the Yaw Amankwa Miracle. The way he said thank you, he's expecting, he needs to talk first. But Eric Bequin says the first half the Omama Musaso, but it's not over yet. That's the story. Anyway, Amankwa, expecting this in the first half?
Yes, the expectation is very high, and the players has also awarded that kind of space. One, indecision, communication, and organization, concentration as well. That is what House of Folk use that opportunity to punish Kotoko.
Yeah.
Because looking at the centre backs, they should have communicated. I'm going, or I'm staying, or let me have that, challenge. But then they were all watching, and so fortunately for us, we used that opportunity to punish them. I think the goalkeeper also delayed in the post.
Okay.
Kamara delayed in the post. He should have attacked the ball immediately. He saw that his center defenders were catch on guard. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I think kudos to Hearts of Folk players. I like their confidence. I like their demeanor. I like the approach that they have exhibited so far. And for me, I think they should have had more goals.
Okay.
For me, it should have been 2-3 goals. But then maybe the one it's manageable, and we're going to make sure in the second half, because normally if you watch Hearts games now in the top 4. The second half, they also come up strongly. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I'm hoping that with that confusion in Kotoko setup, we'll just utilize those mistakes of Kotoko and then punish them with that.
Eric, what are they not getting right? If you're a player, would you say that there probably might be something in the dressing room, that there's something really not going on well? Is it a problem, or what is really not going right?
I'm even shocked, because they don't look like they are in for something, and the players don't look okay. That was what I was telling behind the scenes, that they don't look okay for me, and defenders are afraid to take responsibilities. Because the ball that failed at their back, he should have even done something to the ball before even getting to Kamara. You see, but it caught them watching. So it's hard time Kotoko players should know the team that they are playing, and especially the velocity of this kind of magnitude of these games. You don't have any excuse. But per what they are playing, they can't even initiate 5 passes. 5 passes, they can't. So what are you in there for? Look at the composure of the Accra Hearts of Oak attacking line. The last chance that came, that is it Hamza or the small boy, the shot that he played. You can see that they are playing to a certain pattern of the coach. Scientifically, practically, everything is working for Hearts of Oak. We should have even considered more. We should have considered more.
It was very early in the game.
Yeah, and they are not organized like the way Amankwa is saying. So Hearts is taking that advantage of them being not organized. And that is what the punishment is coming from.
I think that the attacker was quick. Duku was very quick to the ball.
Very quick. I think, but then there's one thing that he did, and then seriously, I'm just disappointed for you to have a knock on your head and then still you chose to sit down. It's very unfortunate. You see, I don't know why today's players they don't have that sacrificial kind of mindset.
But I think he sacrificed a lot, because after the collision, he still played to get the goal before he came out.
No. It was after.
No.
It was after the goal. No, it was after the goal.
No. It happened before.
The knock.
Yeah, he had it at the back of his head.
After the goal.
No, it was after the goal.
No.
Oh. He scored before he had a knock from
Kamara.
Kamara.
He had a knock from Kamara.
Yes.
Then he had to go.
No, not that one.
I'm talking about the knock. That's a knock that he chose to sit down.
When he went to the bench, if you were watching the bench, they were putting eyes.
I understand. Understand. That's what happened when we played. When we played the President's Cup, it's the same thing that happened. And I was giving a typical example that Asari was having malaria. That is one. And two, during the game, Asibe, they said he had an arm, whatever. And then he also just sit down. First thing, we lost the match. That's why I say we gave that cap to Kotoko. We lost the match. First of all, from camp. Immediately, Asari is not in our post. We have problem.
Okay.
So 40% lost already. And then Asibe, who is now our strong man in our defense, also went out.
Your uncle.
Exactly. Which is your nephew as well. so imagine. And then Asibe also went out. So 70% lost.
Yeah.
And immediately, those that I was watching the match with, I told them, there was a problem. Within 3 minutes, and the goals started coming. So what I'm trying to say is,
and this time too was 4 minutes.
Yeah. Exactly. So what I'm trying to say is that immediately as defenders, you lose concentration. You have a problem. And this is what I'm talking about. They couldn't communicate. They couldn't organize
responsibility.
Exactly. So for me, what I'm saying is that when there are some crucial matches, you don't afford to kind of the platform that you are finding yourself. You should not let things go like that. Definitely. Because for me, if Asari even if Asari is dying, our time, and Samaji was my roommate. So if somebody should tell me, Charlie, this match I have malaria, I cannot keep. You will not keep what? No, he knows what. He will not keep what? So who should go and keep?
Knowing that you are
thank you. I'll ask you who should go and keep. And immediately I tell other colleagues, they will come and say, Sammy, Amakwa said you said blah blah blah. You will not keep. So who should go and keep? You keep.
Yeah.
Because you are our number one. Because therefore, if Asari is dying, he should be put to the coffin and come and place in the post. No. You see, it's very serious. Come and place in the post. Because Asari's coffin alone, Opoku and Albert see Asari's coffin alone. It's scary. You know what I'm saying? So you don't afford to say malaria, therefore you will not come and keep. And that is what this guy has done. That a knock on your head. Yes, as blood was applied on his head. Yes, but then, boss, this match, you have to die a little bit for parts of hope. That's what I'm coming for.
Amankwa, one thing you need to understand now, even the referees have been warned when it comes to collisions.
But it's
someone has problem.
It's a collision. It's a knock.
I wish we can get the video.
Exactly.
The 50-50 ball that he had.
No, it's not a 50 ball. No, it's not a 50 ball.
So guys, we'll definitely go for the video, but then let's quickly go over to Mo Shaban. I mean, I think he's brought the drawing board. He wants to do something a few on it. So Mo, carry us through, and then let's find out what really you have for viewers.
Yeah, so I want to do this exercise with the legend Yauman Kwamiriku, and we'll look at the statistical aspect of the game and its impact. Let's not forget that before the start of the game, I said Hartlepool and Didi Dramani have scored in each of their games. So it was obvious Haas was going to score. But then Frank Ibura-Duku scored for Hartlepool in his first game, and again he's managed to score again for Hartlepool anytime he starts. So an advantage for the Phobians. It's been a while that they've signed a striker who is a goal poacher. He signed from Vision FC, and last season he did not score so many goals, and it became a debate. A lot of people were talking about Frank Ibura-Duku, that a striker that scored 3 goals in the just ended season, how was he going to fit in the Hartlepool setup? But the coach really knew what he wanted to do with Frank Ibura-Duku. Now, let's not forget that the last time Didi played against Kotoko as a Hearts coach, he scored the first goal in the second half. Kotoko equalized and won by 2-1. So for the second time, Didi Dramani is scoring the first goal against Kumasi Asante Kotoko. I'm sure when we go to the drawing board in the dressing room, he's going to tell the boys, this time we need to avoid conceding that 2 consecutive goals we did in the President's Cup. I'm sure that is going to be the discussion in the dressing room. Now, we go back to 1980 to 1982. It was when Kotoko dominated against Hartlepool, and it was 7 consecutive games when Heart of Oak failed to win one. But then this time it's 6 consecutive games. So let me take Legend through it. We spoke about it. We have to make emphasis. The 2023-24 season, before that, 2022-23 first leg ended in a draw 0-0. Second leg 1-0 for Heart of Oak. Then Kotoko took over. In the 2023-24, 3-2 in the first round, 2-0 in the second half. And then Mukwala scored in the first round, scored again in the second round twice. And so he had 4 goals against Heart of Oak that season. Then the following season, which was last season, Asante Kotoko won the first round, and then the second round at the Accra Sports Stadium ended in a draw, and that was when Coach Abdul Karim Zito took over the team. Then they won in the Democracy Cup and also in the President Cup. 6 matches, 5 wins for Kotoko, 1 draw. And if Heart of Oak are able to win this game, then they are going to break that jinx that in 1980 to 1982, Kotoko dominated 7 consecutive games without Heart of Oak winning even one in all competitions. So we are looking at how the records is going to go this time around. Now, let's look at the drawing board. The goal, we saw 15 passes build up to that goal. And the question is that, what was Zakaria Hussein and Samba O'Neill doing at the back? So we look at Kotoko, we look at Heart of Oak. Now, the build-up was smooth, and so we looked at how they build up to the goal. And so, so this is the ball. And so we're looking at how Heart of Oak were going to play. They were going to make an impact in the game. Now, Asante Kotoko, we saw their back four. We spoke about it. We knew that Patrick Esiedu was going to play from the left, then Shaibu from the right, Samba O'Neill, and then Zakaria Husseini as 2 center-backs. Zakaria joined Kotoko from Brekum Chelsea, and he has been the captain of Brekum Chelsea, so well experienced. Samba, this is his 2nd season with Asante Kotoko. We look at how Heart of Oak built up to the goal. And it was interesting to see how the Phobians managed to get the advantage over their opponents. And so it was really a difficult one, and the Phobians had the advantage over their opponent. They built up 15 passes, and so we saw something like this. It started from the left side where Heart of Oak dominated the header. He brought the ball back to the midfield. He went back again. He moved here. Then they decided to lob the ball to Abdul Karim. He brought the ball in, and a pass to Frank Iburaduku. And that was the final touch to the goal. And then we're looking at how Frank Iburaduku was going to convert that chance. And the big debate, how Heart of Oak managed to build up to that goal. 15 passes from goalkeeper Mohamed Kamara, who gave that long balls. And so when Mohamed Kamara gave that long ball to Heart of Oak, then Heart of Oak left back, Ransford Mensah took over the ball, decided to make a pass here. Then he came to the midfield, dominated. Then Frank Iburaduku was already in around the goal area of Asante Kotoko. But we asked the question, the two centre-backs who were defending these people, the 2 centre-backs of Asante Kotoko, what were they doing? They had the opportunity, but Frank Iburaduku was very fast, very smart, and he has been the player for Heart of Oak. But then credit to Abdul Karim. He's managed to control the midfield for Heart of Oak. If you look at the Heart of Oak Kotoko President's Cup, the biggest issue of Heart of Oak has been number 6. And so the player to control the game, for Hussein and Paku George to take charge of the game. And for the first time in 2 seasons, I don't know if the legends will agree with me, Heart of Oak are playing without any pressure at their defense. Anytime Heart is playing, is either Kevin Osesibe, the man of the match, Benjamin Asari, the best player, Kevin Osesibe, man of the match. This time, it is open. The midfield of Heart of Oak controlling the game. But again, I'm sure the legends will agree that the 2 wing backs are key in their performance, and that is why Hearts have more men in the middle. All right, so let's enjoy the second half action. When we come back, we'll do more of the analysis.
On GH1, and we are underway. Benjamin Asari straight into action. Clears a long one into the Kotoko half, headed on by Shaibu. And he will clear it, and out he has gone for a throw-in. Kotoko down or trail, Hartsvuk 1-0 from the first 45 minutes. Question though is, can the Warriors bounce back or the Phobians carry on and win this game here at the UG Stadium?
Well, in their past games, especially in the Ghana Premier League, Kotoko have shown to be one of the teams who have emerged as a comeback team. And in recent times, especially even they did it against the Phobians. So if it is about the ability, yes, they have the ability to do it, but then the composure and at what time can they do it? That would be our question. So let's see how it goes up. But then for now, Hearts of Oak have started right on the high foot and win a free kick right in the half of the Porcupine Warriors.
Free kick for Hearts of Oak. And it came from a push like you saw from Emmanuel Entry in your shots, and Henry Kamara Mohammed will get his wall ready for this free kick. A three-man wall being formed by Kamara, Saka, Asiedu, and Entry. The human wall formed, and behind the ball for Hearts of Oak is two men. Kakari with a chip, good one, chance for Hearts of Oak. That was a chance for Sibe. Oh my word. Free opportunity for Muhammad Ali instead. And he was caught in two minds. And chance goes a-begging.
A great set piece from
Karim Martin.
Yes, and then of course Accra Folk. One thing I've realized about them is that they just don't want to send the long balls in, but then they try to have a set play, something from their training ground.
Albert Tama on the ball now, cross comes in from him. Esibe slips, recovers to clear the ball though, and finally has been given a big boost there by Abdul Karim. Straight to Kotoko's half, and O'Neill finds Kamara. Kamara rolls the ball back to Samba. O'Neill. Samba on the ball now for the Warriors. So live on GH1 TV, live on Star FM. We are streaming live also on YouTube. So if you're watching us around the globe, Super Clash is what we are witnessing here. Kotoko down 1-0 against Hearts of Oak. Philip Amo on the ball now. Long one across from him. Headed powerful though by Yao Amankwa Befi. He finds Karim. Beautiful play from Martin Kakari. Back to Abdul Karim. Kakari on the ball now. Goes in full to Hamza Issa. Issa on the ball now. A ball will be cleared beautifully there by Samba O'Neill for the Porcupine Warriors.
When Accra Folk have a lot of space, you see that they have winning runners and the ability to find their colleagues in that 1-2 formation, and it's good football. Even any applause from the fans here. So some great football from Accra Folk, and now the Porcupine Warriors themselves have resorted to the long balls, trying to find men who are making the runs.
Shaibu goes in, he's tripped. It's an infringement for Kotoko. Shaibu, Abubakar, and a yellow card flash to Ransford Mensah. There it is, Shaibu is always full of energy, confident on the ball. Tripped there by Ransford Mensah for an infringement for Kotoko.
Very, very intentional from him, and a deserving caution from referee Reginald Amu. Now talking about free kicks, let's see how the Porcupine Warriors would have this one. What minds do they have? What plans do they have? Because we've also seen some brilliant set plays from the Phobians. Maybe the Porcupine Warriors would have one of their own, and then of course confirmation of that yellow card. El Poku again in the tete-a-tete with Entry.
Can Entry Emmanuel, who is there behind the ball with Esiedu, work some magic. Reminds me of the early 2000s when Kotoko had Steven Tiko drawing their fold. I recall at the Obayana Stadium, a free kick from a similar spot from the right side. He bent one in over Samir J, who was then in go for Hearts of Oak. I recall that game so well. But this time around though, it is Entry, Emmanuel and Esiedu who are behind the ball for Kotoko. The human wall being formed there. The other two men are plotting and planning. Benjamin Asare is ready as well in his goal, getting his wall ready, well placed. The human wall form. It's okay, he says. Yeah. And we're good to go here. Hussein and Pakua in the wall for Hearts of Oak. Esiedu and Entry. Who will it be? Looks like Entry with the ball. Good one. It drops in area still though. Headed out there by SCB. Referee has blown for an infringement for high foot against Kotoko's Samba O'Neill.
Good one. We talked about them taking advantage of their set pieces, and I think that it was a great one. The ball came in, head went up, just that the defensemen were up to the task, and then the rebound from the captain, well, overhead kick went, and
Look at Karim Zito, pensive. Meanwhile, Hassa bringing on substitution. Abdul Karim out. Rafael Amponsa has come on. Rafael Amponsa was so impressive when these two sides met in the President's Cup for Folk. He's back in action, replacing Abdul Karim, who has had a very decent game, if you ask me. Benjamin has had a long kick-off field straight to Samba O'Neill. Samba will have to locate goalkeeper Kamara. Congo to Guinea. Guinea on the ball. That's Kamara from Guinea. Looks for a long one. Sends a long one upfield now. Ball lands. Headed out by Amankwa Befi and straight to Benjamin Asare. Benjamin Asare, the Black Stars #1 goalkeeper, 33 years old. He rolls one down. He locates Kelvin Osei Esibe. Esibe with a long kick field. Headed powerfully out there by Zakaria Fuseni. Out for a throw-in for the Phobians.
Well, I think that we've seen that introduction of Rafael Amponsa into the fold of the Phobians, and it tells you the intentions of the coach. And I won't be surprised if Coach Abdul Karim Zito would make a substitution of his, because he needs a goal and he needs it very fast.
David Opon finally with a beautiful play there. He finds Kakari Martin, and ball be cleared though by Asiedu for a throw-in for Hatsofo. Martin Kakari being marshaled there by Patrick Asiedu. He's not leaving him even an inch. Yao Amankwa Befi picked the ball up for the throw-in. He throws one down looking for Hamza. Isa will turn his right side inside out. Cross comes in, blocked though, and out for a corner kick for Hatsofo.
Another set-piece situation for the Phobians. Let's see how they tackle this. But then I talked about our coach Karim Zito bringing on men, and you see some of the substitutes, they're warming up, waiting to get onto the field of play.
Corner kick for Hatsofo, and they have got men in the box to look for. Kakari, I see Hamza and the others in the box already. And I see Opon Afane with Osei Sibi also in the box for Hatsofo. Can they work some magic? And the referee will take the ball on. He'll have a word or two with a few players. Kakari Martin and the goalkeeper, Kamara. George Paku behind the ball for Hatsofo. Paku George. On the corner duties for Hatsofo. The referee's having some words with the players in the box. So he has called Philip Amo, having a few words with him as he's marshalling upon. Goes in now. Good one from Paku. It drops and referee says player should go on. Ball now with Rafael Amponsa. Cross comes in from him. Ball's headed on. A chance for Hatsofo. What a save there from Kamara. The shot from Kakari Martin. It was a half volley and a brilliant save from Kamara. Look at it again.
And another cross sent into the box from Rafael Amponsa. And after it was flipped on, well, it fell to him. It was just right. And then he hit it. And a brilliant goalkeeping from Kamara. Good positioning. And he was right there to keep the score at 1-0.
Corner kick for Hatsofo again. Yeah, pushing for the second goal in this encounter. And Paku again with a delivery. Good one. And headed out by Samba O'Neill, flicked on again by Kotoko, and the shot comes in, but that will be wasteful as out has gone for a goal kick to Kotoko. That was Yao Amankwa Befi with that final shot. Goal kick for Kotoko. Kamara Mohammed says, all of you move up. He comes in now with the big boot. Headed though by Kelvin Osei. Headed back in there, and ball drops to Hilary Adabo. On the ball for Kotoko. He finds entry Emmanuel. Entry to the left side, now he goes. He finds Saka Dauda. Saka on the ball still. He comes back. Still the ball for the Fabulous team. He now finds Asiedu to entry. Entry's touch is too strong, but entry is good enough for Asiedu instead. He gets back to the ball now. In the box he goes. Cross comes in from Asiedu. It drops and will be cleared by Opon Afane for Hatsofo. Kotoko back on the ball again now through NG. He now finds Samba O'Neal. O'Neal goes for Farmer with ease. O'Neal shoots from the stands and he rolls to the cool or safe hands of Benjamin Asare.
I mean, good play from the Porcupine Warriors at this moment, and you actually see that some men coming into the box. They just need a lot of men in the box because the crosses have started coming in. When they can get more men into the box, trust me, they might get the equalizer soon.
Philip Amo controls the ball on the left side now. He has a man on him. Philip Amo goes back. He finds Shaibu. Shaibu Bakar has to go again. He does so. Can he get to that ball? Yes, he can. Shaibu on the ball still. Will he get a cross in? He's trying to approach his opponent. Cannot. Ball won by Ransport Mensah. But I think we lose out. Amo gets the ball. Shaibu. Shaibu on the ball now. Shaibu shoots one. And over the upright the ball goes. That was a chance in a million. And the Kotoko official cannot believe his eyes. Look at it again now. Shaibu on the ball in the box. He had ample time to pick a spot or cross the ball, chose to go for a shot, and way off target.
Well, I mean, after the great work he's done, Shaibu, especially on that right side, taking on the defender and then winning the ball back even after losing it. He received the pass from Amo. All he had to do was just square it to the striker. Opoku was right in front of him. He went for glory again, and then he missed it wide.
Kotoko are picking up their pieces gradually. They seem to be playing and are playing well, actually, I should say. Ball cut out there by Ransford Mensah. And out the ball from Amponsa will be for a throw-in for Kotoko.
Well, it seems that Hearts of Oak are a bit all over the place at this moment, and in moments like this is where Kotoko would need to gather some composure, put themselves together, and then find the right passes. If they're able to do that, they may get the equalizer. We saw that happen in the President's Cup. I think by 60th minute they had equalized that goal, and before the 65th minute we saw them leading 2-1. So if they really want to come back into this game, well, I think that they need to keep composure and find the right passes.
Zakaria Hussein gets the ball to Saka, but Saka could not control that ball. He's gone out for a throw-in for Hearts of Oak. You're live on GH1 TV, live also on our radio platforms, Ultimate FM in Kumasi, Empire FM in Takrady, Second D, and also on Star FM here in Accra and beyond. An infringement awarded to the Fabulous team for dangerous play on Saka Dauda. And Yaman Kwabbefi needs to get up, but he says my knee stays down though. There it is, the replay of that incident. He jumped over Saka Dauda and caught him terribly. But he's still down. The medical team are there, and substitution being done by Kotoko, affected by Kotoko. Seth Kojo is coming on for the man who just went down. Dauda Saka out, Kojo in for Kotoko. There he is. He's running socks off. Dauda Saka is out, replaced by Seth Kojo, who will go to midfield.
And you can just see him in communication with Entry there, telling Entry that now the 10th position is yours. Have a lot of space in front, in front of the midfield and behind the strikers.
So it means Albert Tamar has moved to the left side of the wing. Entry goes behind Kampoku. Kotoko will lose out. Has to put on the ball now through Takeri Martin. Wow, goes past this man, but left the ball behind. Throwing for Kotoko. Ball thrown in. Albert Tamar on the ball now. Challenged there powerfully by Kelvin Osesibe, who has thrown the ball and has cleared it out for Hearts of Oak, straight to Kotoko. And double will find Samba. Samba pressed it beautifully. Looking for the run of Philip Amo. Amo on the ball and for Kotoko. Amo on the ball. Tries to go past this man, but cannot. And ball has been won there by Mensah, Rafael Mensah. Ransport Mensah rather has won it for Hearts of Oak.
Good defending from him. He stole, he was very resolute, and then he made sure that Amo didn't get past him. If he had got past him, trust me, Amwa and Opoku lurking in the box, hoping to just pounce on that pass, but then good defending from Mensah.
You're live on GH1 TV. 30 minutes of action left in this game. Super clash in top 4 football. Hearts of Oak 1, Kotoko 0. Entry. He finds Albert Amoa. Flag stays down. Amo on the ball now for Kotoko. cross comes in from him, looking for the run of Amo. A ball headed out by Ransford Mensah for a throw in for Kotoko.
Yet another cross again, 3 men in the box, and you could see our coach, assistant coach Hamza Obeng, calling for more men into the box even before the cross was sent in. If they really want to get a goal, they need to get men into the box because the crosses are not bad at all.
Shaibu on the ball now, and the cross, I must say, was not bad. Out for a goal kick for Hearts of Oak.
Difficult second half for Shaibu. He's had, especially, but in brilliant first half too.
He needs to pick up from where he left the first half performance. Perhaps back in the dressing room, he needs to go for it ASAP. Benjamin Asarido rolls one down to Kelvin Osei Esibe. Esibe, as always, looks for options. Long one from him, headed down by Dabo. Dabo gets the ball to Mensah for Hearts of Oak. He finds Hussein. Hussein now gets the ball to Ransford Amponsa. Poor pass from him, throwing for Kotoko. Asiedu picks the ball up for the Pavlos team. Long throw from him, headed powerfully by SCB. Ball dropped to Albert Amwa on the left side. Amwa finds Zakaria Hussein. Hussein, he will locate Samba O'Neill. O'Neill on the ball now for the Pavlos team. To the right side he goes now to Shaibu. Shaibu back to Adabo. Adabo on the ball now. Looking for the run of Kwame Poku, but poor one. Kotoko back on it now, and a poor pass from Seth Kojo. And out for a throw-in. Not too sure what he was looking for.
Seth has been brought in to liberate the likes of entry so that they can be able to move forward. And they need a calm person. And no wonder that the coach has brought Seth in to be able to calm the nerves of the players, find the right passes so that they can get more chances when they move forward.
Throw-in for Hearts of Oak. Ransford Mensah, long throw from him. But it lands straight at the feet of Samba O'Neill, who balloons the ball into the Hearts of Oak half. Headed powerfully by Yao Amankwa Befi. Ball drops to Emmanuel Entry with a shot on his left foot. And it flew over the upright for a goal.
Talking about decision making yet again in positions like that, he should be finding the strikers, he should be finding his attackers and not taking a one-time shot. And then you see the bench dejected, disappointed, and not happy at all after 62 minutes of play.
3 games for the Warriors. They have trailed in all. In fact, have lost 2 and are trailing the 3rd one against their rivals. Ball straight to Kamara Mohammed. Kotoko will be in action in Africa as well in the Confederation Cup. And they play against the Nigerian side, who are very ready for the Warriors. Long ball into the Hearts of Oak half. Headed on by Yao Amankwa Befi. Befi gets the ball back from Opon Afrani. And referee will blow for an infringement against Emmanuel Entry.
Yeah, I think they follow through in there from Entry. But Hamza,
or being Hamza, the
very animated in his technical area.
So he's an ex-deputy coach of Hearts of Oak as well.
Yeah.
He was the assistant coach to Samuel Buedu when they let Hearts of Oak to win the Ghana Premier League and the FA Cup. Now with Kotoko. So long ball from SCB, headed out by Samba, straight to Martin Kakari. Good ball to Amankwa Befi. Befi on the ball, and he's been swept by Patrick Asiedu, who in turn has won an infringement for Kotoko.
No nonsense defending from Patrick Asiedu. He went in for the ball, he got the ball, he got up to keep paying, and then he won a foul for himself. I mean, determination. He knows that time is not on his side, and the impact of that tackle would really have a toll on the right back.
Amankwa Befi, the impact of the tackle from Patrick Asiedu, he's now feeling it. So the medical team there already on a stretcher for them to move him out. And so there he is, Amankwa Befi, and the coach of Kotoko will take the opportunity to talk to their players. Kotoko will be in action against Kwara of Nigeria in the Confederation Cup prelim stage. In fact, they'll be in action somewhere in September, 13th September and 19th September. 19th against Para. They need to be ready in time for that fixture. You're live on Star FM, live on Ultimate, live on GH1, throwing for the fabulous team, throwing by Patrick Asiedu, straight to Seth Kojo. Attack breaks down though on the ball is Martin. Good pass from him, but it's been cut out there by Samba O'Neill, and straight to Kamara. Kamara to Zakaria Husseini. Zakaria with a long kick looking for Philip Amo, but attack will break down for the Warriors. Straight to Ransford Mensah in the Kwasufo. Mensah put the ball up now, controlled by Adabo Hillary. Back to Adabo, 4 pass from him. The attack breaks down, but again, has also give it the ball with Konopo. Good ball. And Poku on a run now. Poku goes in the box. Robbie says no. Play should go on. Play does go on.
The fans are livid. And when you watch that again, I mean,
we got the ball, got to the ball first.
Got the ball, yeah.
Good clearance was has to be. Look at it. Got to the ball, fair and square.
And even the foul was outside the box.
There was no foul actually.
Or the contact was outside the box.
Got the ball clean and square and fair. So, after folk, back breaks down for the Phobians to throw in for Kotoko. Shaibu throws one in, headed on by Ransford Mensah. Straight door to Opon Afrani. Afrani finds Benjamin Asarifo. Throws the ball just left. Clears his lines. Straight to Asiedu. Referee will say, hold on. The half-foot player is down, so play is halted. And it's Kelvin Osei Esibe holding on to his chest.
Well, he's a warrior, and that 1v1 situation, he had himself. That battle, the battle that they've started right from. They are new friends. They've been old friends, old foes.
Okay, that's the incident.
And this time around, Seth Kojo
ran straight into the chest of Osei Esibe.
But then thankfully he's up and doing, and the play should continue.
So drop ball situation. There Osei Esibe is fully fine, recovered. Draw ball situation for the occasion, and so referee gives the ball back to A1 MP in midfield for Kotoko. MP finds Asiedu. Asiedu on the ball now for the Warriors. He goes back to Samba O'Neill, who's pressed play to the right side now, locating Philip Amo. Amo on the ball now for the Warriors. Philip on the ball for Kotoko. Cross is blocked. Back to Philip Amo again now. Cross comes in again. It is blocked for the second time. Amo now finds Shaibu. Shaibu back to Philip Amo. Amo has to go back. He does so to Hilary Adabo. Adabo is pushed to free kick for the Porcupine Warriors.
Well, another set piece in there Kotoko have shown in the last 10 minutes. And I tell you that the fans of Class of Folk are sitting on pins, nails and tenterhooks. A lot of pressure on them. Kotoko piling so much pressure. They need to get the goal as soon as possible. To redeem themselves, redeem their image. Obviously, they cannot go on to win this cup. But then anytime they face, trust me, they would want to make their fans happy. That is Asante Kotoko against Hearts of Folk.
You're live on GH1 TV. Free kick for Kotoko. Emmanuel NP on this free kick for the fabulous team. It will be an in-swinger. Good one comes in. Has go up, it drops. Chance there, and ball has been cleared there by Opon Afrani with a clearance for Hearts of Folk. Asari came off his lines and he missed it completely. Ball thrown down. Amo for Tatram Amo, and ball cleared by Hussein for Hearts of Folk. Straight door to Adabo, who finds NP. NP looking for Zakaria Husseini. He leaves it for Amo. That's Amo rather, Albert. Zakaria on the ball now, trying to switch flank, but pull one from Zakaria out for a goal kick for Hearts of Folk.
But then you get to see that free kick again, a good cross sent in from entry, and the goalkeeper came out and it was met by Zakaria. He just needed a bit of power to it, and he would have been in the net, but then the bounce helped Afrani, who cleared his lines one time. Again, so much pressure from the Porcupine Warriors.
But that was poor from the goalkeeper, Asari Benjamin. But substitutions at this stage for Hearts of Folk. 3 men coming on for the Phobian club. 3 strong lads coming on for Hearts of Folk. So Kwesi Asma is coming on for Hussein Mohammed. George Paco is going out as well for Hearts of Folk. George Paco going out for Hearts of Folk as well. the Phobians trying to get men with fresh energy to hold on to this lead. So they coming out. Amankwa, Emmanuel coming on for Amankwa Befi as well. So Amankwa Befi out, Amankwa Emmanuel on, Paco out, Hussein also out for Afterfolk. Play now resumes of Benjamin Asare to Ransford Mensah. Mensah to Ali. Ali back to Mensah. He looks up, big boot from him. And ball cleared by Zakaria Husseini. Drops again though for Afterfolk. On the left side they go. Good ball. But that's a poor touch from the Phobian player. So out the ball has gone for throw-in for the Pablos team. Kamara picks the ball up for Kotoko. He sends a long one upfield. Headed on and out of touch for a throw-in for the Phobians. So Kwesi Asma, Morana Mankwa and Aziz Adam are the players who have come on for Hartsofolk. Throw-in taken there by Shaibu. He finds Philip Amo. Amo with a cross, good one, but Asare is out and says coolly for Accra Hartsofolk.
I mean, yet a real test for Asare from the Porcupine Warriors. He's yet to face a real test. But then when they keep playing like this, trust me, and keep sending balls into the box with men up front, they might get a chance. They just need to be wary at the back because they move men up front, the space is left behind, and they'll get chances like this, Hartsofolk. And then, I mean, Kotoko would also just need to make sure that keeping the ball is the must.
Karim Martin with that final shot, flying over the upright. He seems to have moved into the central midfield position. He's gone centrally now. Karim Martin, long ball from Kamara. So he's headed powerfully there by Osei Sibe. Ball drops and first to that ball as always is Afterfolk, controlled by Muhammad Ali. Ali to Opon. Opon running now. Opon gets the ball outfield now. Good ball from him to Mensah. Mensah gets the ball outfield. Good ball to Mensah again for Afterfolk. Cross comes in from Mensah and headed powerfully there by Asiedu and out for a corner kick for Accra Afterfolk.
Well, space is left behind there for the Phobians to operate within, and you get to see some tight legs in the no one that the coach has brought on 3 players to make sure that they keep that energy level and can also run. And then, I mean, when the spaces are left behind, they need men to move forward and probably get a second goal or defend very well.
Corner kick for Afterfolk. Karim Martin are taking over the duties of George Paku. So he's going in for this corner kick. He comes in, it's an in-swinger, go to the back, Blackpool, and comes to the chance! Goal! That's all! Rafael Amposa with a goal for Afterfolk. Amankwa Emmanuel Easton with a free header, making it 2 for Afterfolk. Look at the bench, caught the money. Look at that.
Punches the skies, a game set piece situation, and you see the man who came off the bench.
Amankwa Emmanuel.
I told you about the essence of the substitutions, and he was right there in the pick of it, right energy, and the cross was headed back into the mix of the action. All he needed to do was head it past goalkeeper Kamara, and a good substitution for him. And the coach Karim Zito is not a happy man.
He cannot be a happy man. Hartsofolk 2, Kotoko 0. 76 minutes played in this encounter here. Top 4, last day, last game. The Phobians are running with its fixture. Throwing though for Kotoko, thrown in by Shaibu. And their fans can blame them. They are singing in the stand. They are singing, jubilating the stand. There they are. Hartsofolk, Rainbow Club, they are on cloud 9.
This is football made in Ghana. This is what football does to you. And trust me, we are in for good competition this season. especially with this top 4 teams, with what we've seen from this top 4 sides, Accra Suffolk, Asante Kotoko, Bibiani Gold Stars, and Bando Hearts of Lions. I believe that we are in for good football in the Ghana Premier League for the 2025-2026 season.
Long ball from Zakari, but that was not too good enough. Out is gone for a throw-in for Kotoko. He was trying to release one of the new men who has come on for Asofo. Kamara on the ball for Kotoko. Sends a long one to Albert Amwa, who has been very, very quiet by his own standards. Amwa goes in full. Amwa still. He now finds entry. Catches too strong. He recovers to win it for the Fabulous team. One of them throwing the ball still. Entry Emmanuel goes down. Free kick for Kotoko.
Free kick for Kotoko at 76 minutes of play. And if anything would change about this scoreline, we would see a draw or even probably a comeback. Well, we need to start getting things right about now. And I'm talking about decision making, where Kotoko had a chance close to 20 minutes of the start of the second half went in favor of Kotoko. Momentum was right in favor of them. They had the spaces on the wings. They had ball in midfield. They had chances that they could just play simple passes through that we've seen coming in from the Hearts of Oak folks. But then sometimes the decision making has been bad. And when the chance fell to the Phobians, they have, they picked it up and then they scored.
Kotoko are bringing on striker Donzo. He is coming on for Philip Amo. So Donzo on for Philip Amo. Free kick for Kotoko. Entry with that ball. Good one in field again. Headed on by Kampoku. Out for a goal kick for Hatsofo.
Yeah, the ball was a bit high for him. He still made a connection, but then he went off target. And you see, Kotoko sending men up front. They would need a goal to just make things look a bit calm for their fans. But then for Hatsofo, who have not beaten Kotoko in a very long time, this is a good victory for them and their fans.
Live on Star FM in Accra, on Ultimate in Kumasi, on Empire in Takoradi, and live on GH1 TV. So Kotoko with the ball in their own half now through Kamara Mohammed. He now finds Zakaria Husseini in a rush because he was pressed by Hamza Issa. Kicks out the ball for a throw-in for Hatsofo.
There's so much energy from Hatsofo in situations like this. Wouldn't be surprised that maybe Hatsofo might go hide in their shells to defend the 2-0 lead, but then they're coming out again, pressing high against them. And this tells you the plan of a coach of the Phobians, Masudi Dramani.
Ball cleared again by Kotoko going out for another throw-in for Hatsofo, who want to hold on to that ball as long as they can. Throw-in picked up by Raphael. And well, Amankwa Emmanuel. That he is now.
The goal scorer.
The goal scorer for Hatsofo.
Second goal scorer.
Absolutely. Free kick for Kotoko. Kamara picks the ball up for his team. Long ball from Kamara. He has allowed 2 balls to his own net today. Contributed there by Hatsofo. And Ponsan with a run. But he's in tripped, and the referee has blown for an infringement for the Phobians.
And when frustration sets in, then you get to see tackles like that. He had to run back Kwame Poku and get a nibble at the midfielder. He knew what he was doing and deserved yellow card for the striker. Poor showing from him this evening at the University of Ghana.
In fact, both Kampoku, who have received a yellow card, and Albert Amwa for the high standards have been very, very quiet in the game today. On the bench, Dawda Saka in your short pass. On the others, they are free still the story. Very, very clear story. I'm happy with the scoreline in the game here today.
And now the fouls will keep on coming. And you know what this does? All they just need to do is position themselves very well to win the fouls and then to manage the game. And 80th minute mark now, 10 minutes to go. I think Hatsofo should have this one.
And there the fans are in their Phobian colors. They are singing on, roaring on. The oak tree is firmly grounded. Free kick for Hatsofo, and I see Raphael, Emmanuel, Amankwa, and Amponsa all around together with Kakari Martin for this free kick. Emmanuel being formed by Kamara Mohammed. It's been 3 wonderful days of wonderful football action here at the Union Stadium. We've had some great action, great games by all standards, great goals scored. Hearts of Oak now. Shot comes in, but into the wall. It'll be cleared by Kotoko. And that's a poor clearance from Dabo. So straight to Amponsa Raphael. Well, another attack breakdown, and there he is, smart young man, Shaibu, who finds entry. Entry back to Zakaria Husseini. Zakaria looks for options. Press play now to the left side now to Albert Lamwa, but ball blocked there by Kwesi Asma. Asma on the ball fast. Beautiful play from Asma. Finds Simona Amankwa. Amankwa, the lead on the ball, and the attack will break down for Atsofo. Asiedu. Kotoko now. Beautiful play from him, and again, Asai is out. But straight though to entry, and then trying to tee up Asai, who had come out earlier on. 4-1 from entry.
And I talk about decision making yet again. He had a man to his right, he could have just found him there. He had other options to his left, but then he felt that the goalkeeper was out. And I mean, even for the tall figure of Benjamin Asari, a ball like that would never beat me. And it compounds the disappointment or the disappointing evening of Kumasi Asante Kotoko.
You're live on GH1 TV, live on Star FM. Hearts of Oak 2, Kotoko 1. Kakari Martin, beautiful play from Kakari Martin. Good play from him now. To Amponsa, cross comes in, a chance for Hearts of Oak. Being cleared by Asiedu for a corner kick to Hearts of Oak.
Get to see that again. And a lot of space for the Phobians to operate. Yes, and right call from the officials here, corner kick. But then again, I talk about the spaces being left behind, and then the men in box always hungry to get the first goal, because anytime they meet this, they know that it wouldn't come, opportunity that this wouldn't come. When you meet your PS rivals, you know what to do? Score a lot of goals against them.
Corner kick again for Asofok, and Kakari Martin again behind the ball. Kakari with a good chip in there, goes in and headed out by Zakaria Husseini for a throw in for Asofok. Throwing for the Phobians, and Emmanuel Amankwa, second goal scorer for Asofok, will come for this throw-in. He throws one down now to Hamza Issa, back to Amankwa. Amankwa on the ball, now cross comes in from him and headed out by Samba O'Neill. A straight door to Asofok. Attack breaks down, entry clears his lines for the fabulous team. Bampo could head the ball, a straight to Asofok player in Amankwa. Amankwa with the overhead kick, straight to Kakari Martin. Kakari Martin. Brilliant player by all standards. Brilliant play from Kakari Martin.
When it gets to this stage, all you can do is excite the fans. But then it was a good play from him, outwitting 2 players and then being brought down. Trust me, as a former player in my JHS days, at this moment, it is when you get to excite the crowd, and it's a good feeling when you are brought down after a good skill.
Free kick for Asofok, taken there by Kakari Martin. Back to Kakari. Good play from him now. Good play from Asofok. Cross comes from Amankwa. Too strong across and out for a goal kick.
Well, again, Asofok showing us what's going to happen in this league. Very, very impressive from Coach Masudi Dramani. Even when they are winning 2-0, instead of sitting back or trying to, defend, they're coming out again, sticking to play, and it's good play from the Phobians.
84 minutes of action in this game. Hearts of Oak 2, Kotoko 0. Hilary Adabo on the ball now. Cross comes in from him, headed out powerfully though by Muhammad Ali. Straight to Kakari Martin. He finds Amponsa Raphael. 2 men surround spot. Back to Amponsa Raphael in midfield. For Hearts of Oak. Beautiful play from the Phobians. To Amankwa. Amankwa looking for Kakari. Can't get to that ball. Referee has blown though for an infringement. For Kakari Martin for Hearts of Oak.
I think
that is rather Kwesi Asma.
Well, Kwesi Asma, yeah. And
yellow card flashed. Zakaria Husseini of Kotoko for that infringement.
Not happy with the call from the official Theophilus Agugri. but then again, I think it was the right call. He went through the body of Asma, got a bit of the ball, but it was a cynical challenge, and his reaction gets him a yellow card.
Yellow card for Zakaria Husseini, who was as a fault for the first goal that was scored in the first half by Frank Abora Duku. He was caught in 2 minds.
Yeah. And we see Ouattara in there in his Hearts of Oak jersey. But then you get to see the second goal again. We're talking about set pieces in this tournament. Another corner kick that is headed across, and a man in the box. No one picking the first. You see where the ball comes in from. No Kotoko defender in there. And all he had to do was send it back across. And Emmanuel Amangwa was in space. He let it pass Kamara.
And tell you what, I need to play the player on the line, Asiedu. He should have moved out when the ball went in. A chance there, but fully saved there by Kamara for Kotoko. Long kick from Kamara, looking for the run of Kampuku. Heading again out there. Kelvin or say SCB. SCB will find Amankwa Emmanuel. He now finds Kwesi Asma. Asma goes in full. Attack will break the referee has blown for an infringement though for Hatsufo.
But then you make off Kotoko, and after winning the MKNF Cup, also winning the President's Cup, and then going on to win the Toyota Cup. Obviously, Coach Karim Zito has talked about testing the players, trying to find the best players for their positions, and I think that they can still do well in the league. They can still go on and then do, well in Africa as well. They are a very big team, and the window is still open and bringing more players. So for me, I think it is not done yet for Kotoko. They are still a very, very good side.
This is why the tournament is so important. They are forced teams to really assess their team very well, and they have to make additions, do so to ensure the team is in the right state or level for the season ahead. Kotoko attacking now though through set. Kojo set on the ball still. Options very few. Picks one up in Shaibu on the right side. Shaibu trying to go past his man. Yes, he does now. In the box he goes now. Shaibu the cut back. But ball is blocked. He was looking for a penalty though.
Well, I think he hit the hand, but in a natural position. So you get to understand why that was not given. But we see another introduction. That Lisa? Yes, Lisa coming on.
So Kwampoku is coming out and to replace by Emisa. Kwampoku out, and Emisa has come on for Kwampoku. Jordan Emisa on for Kwampoku. So Kotoko with the ball. Zakaria finds Asiedu. Patrick Asiedu has a man on him. He goes down. Free kick for Kotoko. You're live on GH1 TV. 88 minutes done. 2 more minutes of the time to go. After folk, Kelvin or SCB has the ball out for a throw in for Kotoko. Asiedu says leave it and give it to me. He takes over the ball for a throw in. The new man, Jordan Emisa, goes into the box now.
Screaming at his comrades to get into the box, salvage a point, get a consolation goal.
Long one from Asiedu. It drops in the box now and will be declared by Hatsufo. The referee has blown for an infringement handball. So free kick for Hatsufo. 89 minutes played in this game. Just a minute or so to go. Hatsufo 2, Kotoko 0. You're live on GH1 TV. Our coverage of tougher football. It's been grand. It's been exciting. It's been wonderful. It's been awesome football here at the UG Stadium. Live on GH1 TV. EIB Sports. Asiedu with a throw in for Kotoko. Straight door to Kelvin Osei SCB. Has the ball out for a throw in for the Fabulous team. Again, Asiedu throws one down to Mbisa Jordan. Back to Asiedu. He finds Adabo Hilary. Good ball in flow, but straight door out of touch for a throw in this time in favor of Hatsufo.
Well, I would have to wait for how many minutes? The referee would give us for this game 4 minutes of additional time. And I think it's done and dusted. Maybe Kotoko might get a consolation goal, but then Hatsufo have controlled the game very well, defending very well, keeping men up front. You can even see 3 men formation of the 4 minutes at a time there. Even at this stage, you can actually see men still pressing Kotoko very high, and it tells you of the ideas that Coach Didi Dramani has instilled into this Hearts of Oak side.
The job cut out for Karim Duto ahead of the Ghana Premier League and the Confederation Cup campaign. Long ball to the Hearts of Oak half though, headed down by Ali Mohammed, but straight though to set Kojo. Kojo controls and turns around beautifully. Kojo on the ball still. He now finds entry on the right side for Kotoko. Back to Shaibu. Shaibu controls the ball. Shaibu on the ball still, trying to go past his man. He can't do so. He's so strong though, recovers the ball. Cross comes in, is blocked and out for a corner kick for Kotoko. Player is down. The half player is down in the Kotoko half, and so the medical team moving to attend to the player.
Player looks like Ransford Mensah.
Looks like Mensah Ransford indeed. He is down and in pain. The medics are there to attend to him. We have done 91 minutes of action. About 2 more minutes to end this encounter here. Super clash. Produces some great football here.
The fans are happy, singing arose.
Why not?
Yeah, on Sunday night like this. And the various chapters of the fans here at the University of Ghana Stadium.
Corner kick for Hearts of Oak. Kotoko sorry. The men in red chasing the consolation goal. Can they get it here? Entry Emmanuel behind the ball for Kotoko. Entry goes in a good one, and we headed out there. It drops to Entry again now. Another cross will come in from Entry. Good one, it drops in the box now. Asante with a shot, and headed out there by Muhammad Ali for Hearts of Oak. Good play from Shaibu again, but stopped powerfully by Raphael Amponsa.
Wow, scouts will be looking out for Shaibu right about now. Very good player, very composed, and he's shown not just in this game but in other games that this is the reason why he was signed on for Asante Kotoko. But then again, Kotoko had some chances, and the one that fell to Patrick Isibi, he wanted to go in for the first time, and then he miskicked it, and still stays at 2-0. I think that should do it for this game.
You're live on GH1 TV, live also on Star FM. And Hearts of Oak, big ball in there. Kotoko Wulusa, Hearts of Oak back on the ball now. Muhammad Ali, that breaks down, and well, you give the ball away again to Kakari, who has been fouled there by Hilary Adabo. So it's an infringement for Hearts of Oak. And then a minute of action left in this game. Top 4 action has been exciting. As it stands now, Hearts of Oak Gold Stars will end up on 7 points apiece. We'll find out which team will be declared as winners of this year's top 4 when the game ends. Long ball from Kamara, headed down powerfully though by Ali, straight to Shaibu. Shaibu kicks a long one across field to Entry Emmanuel. Control the ball beautifully. Entry goes for someone with ease, but that was brilliant play. Referee has blown though for an infringement in favor of
brings the foul back to initial foul on Entry. Very strong Entry, a very good player. But then his decision making tonight has not been up to the standards we know him for, and where he could have found options and then gone he went in for glory, and it has affected him. But then maybe Shaibu can get a goal to crown his performance.
Let's see. Shaibu is there together with Hilary Adabo, but it looks like it will be Shaibu. He goes in for a long one, deflects or headed, and linesman flag is up, offside against Kotoko. And referee Reginald Collins Amwa has blown the whistle for the end of the game here. It is all over. Great goal by our standards. Great game. Benjamin Asare has led his team, Hearts of Oak, to victory over the fabulous team here at the UG Stadium. So it's all over here. We end up play scores. Hearts of Oak 2, Kotoko 0.
Well, I mean, they would love this disappointment on the faces of some of the Kotoko players. They knew that all they had to do was at least get a win over Hearts of Oak and appease their fans for their performance in the Calcutta 4 tournament. But then, as we said, it is a preparatory grounds for the season ahead. All the mistakes must be corrected. Everything that needs to be worked on has to be worked on. And for some people like Accra Suffolk, they can build upon what they've seen so far. So I think it has been a good tournament. Congratulations to Accra Suffolk for beating their rivals, Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Learning lessons, I believe, all the coaches have picked in this tournament. And then I think that we need to see more of this tournament. Probably someone says we can extend it to the top 6 to test the strength of all the sides. But then we wish them well. Tidiani Gold Stars, we wish Kwanto Out of Lions, we wish Kumasi Asante Kotoko and Accra Suffolk well in the Ghana Premier League season. And of course, in Africa, Bibiani and then Kumasi Asante Kotoko.
So as it stands on the table, it will be Gold Stars on 7 points, Hearts of Oak on 7 points, Heart of Lions on 4 points, Kotoko 0 points to their name in the top 4. That's how the game ends here. End of play scores: Hearts of Oak 2, Kotoko 0. My name is Benjamin Yam. I've been in here with Jones Aji. We are outside. Handing over now to my colleague Monica Bukari at pitch side.
Of Ghana Sports Stadium, the final game of the Galka Top 4 tournament, where Kumasi Asante Kotoko had to lose to rivals Accra Hearts of Oak 2-0 in their final game. He has been joined by the assistant coach, of course, to tell us exactly what transpired today on the pitch again. Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, madam.
Quite unfortunate for you this evening. Again, for 3 solid games that you have played, Kumasi Asante Kotoko has not recorded any points on the league table.
Yeah. I think it's rather unfortunate. We came here, to win it, but way down the line, this is where we have ended up. But I think the boys, they did what they can do. We need more to do with them to get them back on track again.
It is a preseason, of course, but anytime the two players meet, we always expect a win or something for your fans. But at the end of the day, this is what you came out for once again. Do you think that tactically things didn't go the way you have plotted it to be?
Yeah, I think exactly that. Things didn't go the way we wanted it because we came in our first game, we lost. The second game we lost as well, and Kotoko would not take that. And then we came in the third game and we've lost as well. So we need to do a lot with them. As you said, how we played made us maybe lost the game. But we're going to come back to make sure we get the boys on track again.
You have CAF matches ahead of you in Africa, and of course you also have the 2025-26 season ahead of you, and playing all these pre-season to help you fine-tune your squad. At the end of the day, you couldn't make what you had to make out of this tournament.
Yeah, I mean, it's not just about the tournament itself, but it's exactly what we are doing to get the boys ready for the African Cup and the league as well. So all these one stages. Look, it's a wake-up call for us. Maybe we're winning all through, and we thought that's all it is. But now I think this is a wake-up call for us, to fight back and then get back on track and make sure we get on a winning streak again.
A consolation word for your team.
Yeah, I think they should not. They should take heart. We're coming back strongly for them again.
Wish you all the very best ahead. So that is assistant coach of Kotoko telling us exactly what transpired on the pitch today. They have not given up. They are looking forward to be able to fine-tune the squad ahead of CAF and, of course, the 2025 season. Let's now speak to Masoud Didi Dramani, coach of Accra Hearts of Oak. Congratulations, coach.
Thanks.
What do you think worked for you today? I mean, when the two of you are playing, it's always you are bitterest rivals among the two of you. But what really worked for you today in the game?
I think that we respect opponents' strengths and we play to our strength, and then we plan around that. There was a lot of work on Saturday just to do walkthroughs in terms of how we will deal with their long ball situations, and then anticipating for second balls, and then trying to put pressing on their center backs so that they can make mistakes.
Are you impressed with the style of play your lads gave out today?
I think there's still a lot to improve, and we want to improve on the basic aspects where players can live up to the necessary expectations of energy, effort, and performance. And I think that these are the things that we'll continue to emphasize on. Once we are able to emphasize on the basics and the players are able to improve on the basic aspects of the game, then you can say that the game definitely will develop.
All right. We wish you all the very best ahead, Coach Masudi Dramani.
Thanks. Phobia.
That was Masudi Dramani, coach of Accra Hearts of Folk, telling us how he feels and how his team also feels as well. Now let's speak to Chairman of Galka, of course, Mr. John Ansan. Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Congratulations for organizing this top 4 tournament this season.
Thank you very much.
Now tell us, how do you feel? Many are also asking, 7 points for Gold Stars, 7 points for Accra Hearts of Folk. Tell us what's going to be the difference. We see BBN Gold Stars will be crowned champions in just about a second. Break it down for us.
So we are using head-to-head. Gold Stars have won. Hearts of Folk is the second team.
Okay. How do you feel about this whole tournament at the end of the day?
Well, I think that we went through very big challenges, but then fortunately for us, we are through. And I'm happy with the crowd that we have experienced here. This tells me that going into the coming league, we're going to get a very good matches to be watched. The crowds will support the teams. You know, they are all GACA members, and I hope that they support them very well.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ansach. That is chairman for Galka, speaking to us on how the tournament has been so far and breaking it down for us how Gold Stars had to win the tournament here, even with 7 points. It was head-to-head count that they used for BBN Gold Stars to top the table. I've also been joined by Coach Frimpong Manso. Let's speak to him and know how he feels at the moment. Hello, Coach.
Yeah, hello.
Congratulations. We are going to be crowned in just about a moment. Tell us how you feel.
Yes, obviously I should feel happy. Now you can see the whole team. Everybody is happy. But then I think we'll have to wait when we grab the cup. Then we can do the celebration. Yeah. But for now, I'm very happy. Yeah.
I know you came in here to win that cup. Every coach came here to win the cup. But you coming out to be the top of the table and winning this thing. Your team, as you were in there when Hearts of Folk and Kotoko were playing, tell me how the feeling was like among the team.
Well, we were expecting a very good opposition from Kotoko, but unfortunately, you could see Hearts of Folk, they've been playing well in this tournament, to be frank with you. And for me,